Good evening and welcome everybody to Friday Night Football with Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. Our Game Time Tonight pregame show is brought to you by AquaShield Roofing and Construction. Game Time Tonight is coming to you live from Lewis Field on the campus of Fort Hays State University for our Game of the Week, featuring two Class 2A District 8 teams in the Thomas More Prep Marion Monarchs and the Minneapolis Lions. I'm Curtis Brown. I'm here with Ivan Sanders, and Ivan, currently Minneapolis sits in the fourth and final playoff spot in this district with TMP just one game behind. What are the playoff implications tonight, or how big a game is this for both teams' playoff chances?
Well, I can tell you right now, if TMP comes out a winner tonight, they could possibly be going into the playoffs. So it is a big game.
Yep.
So, and for Minneapolis, they're 3-3 right now.
Correct.
So, it's one of those things for both teams. This is a big game.
TMP comes in tonight with a 1-5 record. They're 0-3 in district play, and they last week went to Norton, lost on the road 24-0. Minneapolis, like I said, is 3-3 on the year, 1-2 in district play. Sure. They got beat by Hoisington last week, 41-6. TMP with a close loss to Norton on the road. Does that carry any momentum into tonight's ball game?
Well, I think so. On a normal cases with Norton, I would think so. But you and I both know Norton. A couple of weeks ago we were there. They're hurt. They're down a little bit. I think they have 25 kids that are suiting up. So 24-0 against Norton is good. It's a win thing, but tonight's still a big night.
Offensively, TMP, they've struggled this year, just scoring 20 points total through the year, and 14 of those came against Ellis in their lone victory. They haven't scored in 3 games, and I think that's kind of prompted Coach Bowen. He's made a change at quarterback tonight. We're going to see the freshman Jace Wentling for the TMP Monarchs. Minneapolis, on the other hand, they've scored 25 points per game. They average 205 yards on the ground. They're led by their senior running back Tyson Villapando. He's got 390 yards and 4 touchdowns. Their senior fullback Tristan Hawk, he's got 309 yards and a rushing touchdown. But for the last 2 games, Minneapolis hasn't played with their starting quarterback. Right. They played more out of a single wing formation. So tonight, with TMP starting a freshman quarterback, do you think that sparks the offense, or do you think the freshman may struggle here at his first start?
I think they needed to start somewhere, just turn the page a little bit. Talking to the coach earlier this week, he's a ground and pound kind of guy, and he just talked about that the freshman has more speed. So he's going to give it a shot, and he wants to run the ball tonight. Yep. So we'll see.
Defensively for the Monarchs, they give up 35 points per game, and they run out of a 4-3 scheme. Most of their points, though, come against it's a tough schedule with a lot of highly ranked MCL teams, and this district has got some highly ranked teams as well. They're led on defense by their senior middle linebacker Caleb Hagans. He's collected 72 tackles so far on the year. Minneapolis, on the other hand, they play out of a 3-4 defense. They give up 29 points per game. They're led by their senior middle linebacker Tyson Villapando. He's got 56 tackles. Their senior outside linebacker Hunter Allison is second on the team with 36, and their sophomore free safety Trent Meckel has 26 tackles and 1 interception. With both teams maybe struggling a little bit here recently on offense, do you expect the defenses to kind of stand out in tonight's ball game?
We talked about this earlier last week when we were hoping Russell would have a better defense than they did. I think tonight we'll know within the first 5 to 8 minutes how this is going to turn out for either team. I really do. We're going to see who's going to be able to run the ball. And that 3-4 defense your linebackers have to do, they're going to get a lot of work.
Yep.
So,
yeah, and that's for sure. At Minneapolis, if they do win tonight, they clinch a playoff spot. And they haven't been to the playoffs since 2014.
Yeah, it's a big game.
TMP, if they win tonight and be able to win again next week against Ellsworth, they're in the playoffs for the first time since 2002. So these new districts with these six-team district play instead of the normal 4, it kind of gives some opportunities for some teams to make the playoffs, or you maybe not normally can.
Honestly, it goes back to a few years ago. Remember, Plainville kept sneaking in with 2 wins. They kept sneaking in with 2 wins. TMP has that chance because, honestly, the game with Ellsworth and Minneapolis is only 14-13.
Right.
So this is going to be a good barometer here to see where you're at.
And Plainfield's built off that. We've seen them in the playoffs regular now.
Grant Stevens come rolling in and just change the whole philosophy. So
it should be a good game tonight. Maybe a defensive, hard-nosed, old-school Russian type of game tonight.
That's for a Coach Bartum kind of night. So
that's our Game Time Tonight pregame show. That's brought to you by Aqua Shield Roofing and Construction. Coming up next will be the scouting report with tonight's head coaches. That's brought to you by Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill and the Venue. So stay tuned. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Designs, Solutions North Bank, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, The Venue, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the Game Time action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and nextech.com. You may have already heard about the Venue in Hayes. This impressively designed space can hold up to 100 people and is outfitted with a projector, sound system, and full bar. But have you heard about the second space available at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill? This room has been freshly updated and seats up to 40 people, making it perfect for smaller functions. No matter the size of your next family gathering or holiday party, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill and the Venue have the right fit for you. Call to book your space today.
You're a new coach here and bringing in a new system. You've had a tough start to the season. How's your team holding up? Any major injuries so far?
Yes, sir. We brought in a new offense this year. It's a triple option. We're going to run the ball more. I believe that the kids have done the best they could to adapt and learn this new system. Going from a spread quarterback to a triple option quarterback has been tough. I have two guys that have been doing the job the best they can, and Friday we hope that we can go get a win against Minneapolis.
All right, you lost last week to Norton, 24-0 at Norton. Your thoughts on that game and how the guys performed for you?
I thought we played under our expectations. We believed that was a game we could go win. We had some trouble scoring the ball. I thought our defense played really well, but you can't win a game with 0 on the board at the end of the day. That's something we're going to look to get better at Friday and hopefully put some points at. And like I said, go get a win against Minneapolis.
You've got Minneapolis on Friday. They're 3-3 right now. Your thoughts on them and what have you seen on film?
They look like a team that we match up well with as far as size and speed, and they have a little bit better record than us. But I'd say we might have been playing some tougher teams through the first 5 weeks. I've done what I could do this week to encourage the guys and tell them that we are the better team. And Friday night we're going to go prove it, and we're going to bring the win home.
Keys to a Monarch win on Friday night.
Keys to the win would be our rushing game. I need to have at least one guy over 100 yards rushing, and I believe if we can do that, then we will win the game. Defense needs to just keep playing how they have been playing. They need to do whatever they can to keep them under 21.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye. I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
Jerry?
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited.
Hey,
But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Clean Right, Von Lennel Refinishing, and Bank of Hayes are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the TMP Monarchs students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment and Steel Fabrications, backing the TMP Monarchs all season long. When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finished concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
No, you guys can sit there.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We are just a few minutes away from kickoff of tonight's ball game, the Class 2A District 8 contest between the TMP Monarchs and the Minneapolis Lions. And Ivan, players or the captains are out in the middle of the field here for the coin toss. But a beautiful night. Great crowd out here for senior night. And it should be a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, it should be. You know, you've got two teams with a lot on the line here tonight, and even with TMP with 1 win and Minneapolis has 3, there's some implications here tonight of some possible playoffs. So,
yeah. So tonight, TMP breaking in a new quarterback. We've heard, and so freshman quarterback tonight. We'll see how he handles tonight's ball game here at home, at least, not on the road. So.
Yeah, you know, he's in front of the home crowd here and stuff, and we watched him warm up. And as you could tell, there was some things that wasn't going really well. You know, so we're gonna have to see how that goes tonight. So,
right. Well, and looks like TMP won the toss. They're going to defer, going to kick to Minneapolis. They're going to start on offense tonight, and they're kind of led. We watched a little bit of warm ups, Ivan, and they're kind of running out of that single wing. Their quarterback's hurt.
Right.
And so they've just been they snap it straight to their running back, Tyson Villapando, the senior. And
part of that single wing, what is it? What is it about? It's about seeing the ball and where it's going, and it's a direct snap.
Right.
So, and it's going to, TMP's going to have to pick that up tonight and pick it up early. So that means you're going to have to get some penetration. So,
yeah, both of these teams, they get into district play, and they really haven't scored a whole lot. So, be interesting to see tonight's ball game what the offenses are able to do.
Yeah, and the thing about it is Minneapolis has got 3 wins under the belt. TMP's got 1. So honestly, we just talked about this last week. I believe in the first 5 to 8 minutes, we're going to have a pretty good barometer where we're going.
So the kick team out for the Monarchs here to start this ball game out. They'll start on defense. Ethan Atherton at the defensive end, Marcus Laguerre at defensive tackle, Connor Staub at the other defensive tackle, Ryan Richmeyer defensive end, Colby Dryling, Caleb Hagans, Garrett Pfeiffer as the linebackers. Corners are Alex Schwartz and Bryce Hickman. Safeties Hunter Jacobs and Connor Jacobs.
I think that would be Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer,
sure. Yes, you said Pfeiffer. I don't want to correct you on air, but
yeah, I think you do. Set to tee it off is Jace Wentling for the Monarchs. Back deep for the Lions. It looks like that's Villapando maybe back there. And can't tell who that number is, though.
No. And this might be, I don't know how much Minneapolis gets to play on turf.
Right, yeah.
Big kick, right through the breadbasket there for the Lions. That's number 8.
But that can throw the other team off as well. And
gets to the left, tries to cut back right, and is dropped at the 15-yard line. Not a good decision there trying to cut that ball back.
And I honestly don't know what, once he had a lane on that side, he should have just stuck with it.
Yeah, that was Kenny Kirk on the return, the sophomore for the Lions, and now they're deep in their own territory at the 15-yard line, start their first offensive drive of the ball game. And we'll see where they come out, what formation they come out. And it isn't the single one. They've got a quarterback back there.
Yeah. So
they got a little different.
What they were showing wasn't what they were going to do. So
there's motion. And
almost a little bit of a flex bone.
Hawk up the middle across the 20 down to the 23-yard line. Yeah, it looks like a flex bone out of they got some motion. That's number 10, the quarterback for the Lions. That's Derek Friel. He had started the first 4 games of the year, so he's healthy back in running quarterback. So that's Friel as the quarterback of the Lions, and they run a shotgun and look a little flex bone look.
This is a flex bone look here.
So receivers each way now in motion is Villapando, and they're going to pitch it to him off to the left-hand side. Cuts it. He's got the first down, and across the 30 goes Villapando on second down. So two runs for the Lions. Pretty good gains on both of those.
Yeah, you're going to have to get some containment here on the outside, and your inside backer is going to have to read that. So,
yeah, a lot of motion, a lot of eye candy out there. You got to make your reads.
Yep.
Everybody's got to play assignment football. So 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 30-yard line.
What do we got here? Like about a 4-4 here?
Yep. And there's a give to the fullback.
Wow.
And that's Hawk. Lowers his head, gets to the 35. I think they brought a cornerback. They're playing man, I believe.
Yeah.
Brought a cornerback over.
He just ran over number 7, TMP Hickman there. Gave him a pretty good shot.
So 4 yards on the game will bring 2nd down and 6 for the Lions.
Well, I think you got the gauge of where we're going here.
Yep. The flex bone set out of the shotgun is Friel. And there's Villapando in motion. And Friel's going to keep it.
Nice play.
Penetration up front, 74. That's Atherton. Ethan Atherton, the 6'5", 245-pound junior.
That's a big boy out there. Nice play on his job. So
got penetration up front, was able to disrupt that play. Drops Friel for a loss of 2, so 3rd down and 7 now for the Lions.
Yeah, he just slipped by the tackle there and made the play.
That penetration really.
Well, they got everybody in the box here.
Yeah, man coverage it looks like. And this is a give to the fullback. Hawk breaks the tackle across the 40 down to the 44-yard line. Good tough run by the fullback there, Tristan Hawk, the senior.
Yeah, it was just a nice, hard, really just a dive play, honestly. And that's the thing about it is he got past the first level and past the second level. So he ran into the back of his own guy right here at the end of the play. So,
well, it looks like TMP is going to play man up on the outside. So it's man on man in there, and you got to make your tackles, make your reads. So 1st and 10 now for the Lions at the 43-yard line.
Look at the guy. I mean, look at that box within 3 yards of the ball.
Now man in motion. Give the fullback again. Hawk with a tough run up the middle. He's got the first down to the 44-yard line, 45-yard line. And again, just a straight dive play.
And honestly, you're seeing everybody. Once he gets to that second level,
right?
And honestly, Curtis, there's nobody there. He's going to get 8 yards a chunk. So
that was 10 on that play. So 1st down and 10 for the Lions. They are in TMP territory at the 45-yard line. This drive started at the 15, Ivan. It's just been mainly dive plays by the fullback.
And they're just testing your linebackers right here. So
1st and 10, Friel out of the shotgun. It's Villapando in motion. They're coming with the blitz, and he's a ISO play. A nice job of meeting him right at the line of scrimmage or a couple yards back. But that's the Caleb Hagens, the middle linebacker, coming up and making a good stick on 1st down.
Yep, very nice stick.
Still a 3-yard gain, though, for Villapando. If he doesn't make that tackle, he could still be running.
Well, they're kind of doing a little bit of a blitz here. They got guys filling gaps and stuff, and Sooner or later, you can get hurt.
So 2nd and 7 now for the Lions. Friel out of the shotgun. And it's Watson in motion. It's a give to the fullback Hawk, and he stopped right at the 40-yard line. Good job by TMP.
Sure.
With the tackle. Only gain of 2 on the play.
Well, sooner or later, they're going to run outside on this side over here. Sooner or later.
Yeah, it looks like Minneapolis is Villapondo's the wing back over here on the right side. They're comfortable with pitching him the ball to the left, but yeah, you're right. They
haven't come this way at all yet. So
3rd and 5 now at the 40-yard line.
A little bit of that pistol wishbone kind of thing, lull you to sleep in this flex bone a little bit.
So 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Friel out of the shotgun here. Man in motion is Watson. And it's a reverse to Villapondo. Nice job of coming up and feeling, yeah, good job. There was number 10 coming up for the TMP Monarchs. That's Jack Johnson filling that hole, making that tackle.
They must think that left side of their line is where they're going to run all night with a 6'3" senior and a 5'10" sophomore there.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that left side of the line, that's healed the senior Kean Backus, the sophomore guard. Now 4th down and 4.
Haven't seen a pass yet.
Nope.
I still don't think we will, though.
Lions with the trap play there.
I still look it sooner or later going to break this way.
Now Watson in motion, and it's a give to the fullback. No, the keeper. There's your pitch off to Watson off the right-hand side across the 30 down to the 25-yard line. There was your play, Ivan. You had called it from up here.
Well, it started with a great pitch. It was a great pitch. He sucked in the D end, and he was able to pitch it out there and get it around his hand.
It's a good fake on the replay. You can look at his
you
fake.
can see right here. Whoosh. Yep.
So Daniel
nice
Watson
stiff arm
with the carry, going to get the first down for the Lions, and all that work the Monarchs did on the first 3 downs.
And they
did a
nice job.
Yep.
But you knew sooner or later. Everybody's in the box.
So 1st down and 10 for the Lions at the 25-yard line. There's Villapondo in motion. They're going to pitch it to him up the left-hand side. Monarchs do a nice job of stringing it out.
Very nice job.
They're on the tackle.
Well,
that's Atherton again on the tackle, the defensive end.
Here's the next thing. You get a tight end, trickle his way through there, sneak through there. Because really, honestly, everybody's within 4 foot of the ball except for the safety. So 4 yards of the ball. So,
everybody was going left there on the pitch.
And they're all shooting gaps here. As you can see, their linebackers are all shooting gaps. And
so 2nd down and 9 for the Lions at the 24-yard line of TMP. Watson in motion. Again, just give the Hawk up the middle. A lot of room down to about the 15. He's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, those guys made some great blocks. A good push on that right-hand side of the line.
And we're already down to 5 minutes and 22 seconds left in this first quarter. This drive's taking a lot of the time off that first quarter.
What do you do when you run the ball? Keep it out of their hands. So, and this is good old smash mouth football right here.
Yeah, it's a flex bone look where you used to see the quarterback under center. Now they move him back out of more of a pistol set, out of the shotgun. But same concept. 3rd down and 1 now for the Lions. Villapondo in motion. Going to give to him up the middle.
Oh, there it is.
A lot of room to the 10-5. Villapondo breaks the tackle. He's close to the goal line. They're calling about a yard short. Villapondo on the run. That's a good tough run off the left-hand side.
That's a nice trap play. You get to see it here as those guys crisscross block here and nice.
Yep, right down to the 1-yard line. 14-yard gain by Villapondo on 3rd and 1. And that's their third down conversion.
And you can get burned on that when you're shooting guys instead of them reading and they're just shooting. That kind of stuff's going to happen.
Down to 4:35 left in this first quarter. No score yet. The Lions have drove the ball down from the 15-yard line
Here's
down
your
to the 1.
single wing here.
This is Villapondo, and he lowers his head and he scores. Tyson Villapondo in for the 1-yard touchdown run for the Minneapolis Lions.
Sharon Springs has run that offense for 25 years, and it's just tough to pick up that ball on that direct snap because it can go to 3 different guys. So,
Villapondo takes the snap off the left-hand side for the score, our first of the ball game, and what a long drive there by Minneapolis, just pounded it on the ground.
Honestly, just I don't want to use a reference here, but it's kind of like Gene Flax, who used to coach here for a long time. That's all he did too.
Yep.
Pound. One of their assistant coaches, T.J. Gutschak, was one of his best runners. So
now on the attempt.
It's good.
And it's up and good. So that was Kenny Kirk on the kick attempt, and it's good. And 7-0 our score. Minneapolis drives 85 yards on their first offensive carry. So 4:22 left in this first quarter.
We got a score update from Jeremy McGuire up here in the press box with us tonight.
Peaburg looks like they got off to an early lead, 14-0 in that first quarter, 9:30 left.
Thank you, sir.
That was a game that we had our eye on. Ivan was Phillipsburg-Hoisington.
Yeah, and that's a big game. You know, but as you and I know, Peaburg, and we did their game with Norton, they ran 5 different offenses that first half. Those guys are just polished.
Yep.
So,
yeah, they look good, that game we did up there in Norton. We'll see them next week. They'll take on Minneapolis next week.
We'll be in Peaburg next week, so we'll get to see firsthand that.
So now TMP will get the first chance, their offensive possession. They're going to receive this kick. Back deep is number 5, Bryce Seib, and number 7, Bryce Hickman.
Yeah, Hickman. And
both Bryces back.
Yeah.
Set to tee it off is Villapando for the Lions. And looks like it's going to be a short kick here. There's not much, no run up to this.
Ooh.
Now they shift.
Oh. Just a little bit of a
little window dressing.
Let you think a little bit. So
they had 2 guys up close to kick this off, which is a little different. And now Pooch kick. They call for a fair catch. Nice job calling for the fair catch. That's number 23 out there, Hunter Jacobs. Or, I'm sorry, Kenton Ginther.
I think the cat was out of the bag the way TMP was set up to receive that. So
yeah, it looks like they
seen a little bit on film. A lot of dancing for a kickoff there.
It was. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that, but
well, I've seen them come together and then they all come sprinting out, right, as he kicks it. So
now TMP with their first offensive possession of the evening.
Remember, the new quarterback tonight.
Yeah, that's Jace Wentling, and it's a give to the up man. Nice job, that's Schwartz. That's Alex Schwartz on the carry up across the 50 to the 47-yard line. I had a hard time picking up that number. He came from motion, but
there's
good pickup on first down for
There's almost some holding over here, right on this, right there. But nothing was called.
Schwartz able to find the corner there and gets the first down for the Monarchs, 1st and 10.
Good starting play.
Yeah. Now out there, 48-yard line of Minneapolis, TMP starts 1st and 10. Now Schwartz in motion again, and this is a fullback. Hagen's on the carry, and he's across the 45 down to the 42-yard line. Good tough run there by the fullback, Caleb Hagens.
Yeah, that was just, I've described it that way before. It's kind of a bowling ball type thing, both hands wrapped around the ball, and tackle me if you can.
Looks like both teams kind of running a flex bone look.
Yeah. Well, Coach Bowen, when I interviewed him the other day, he's a run-first guy. So as long as he gets some, success here.
So Wentling now out of the shotgun again. Schwartz in motion, and this is a quarterback swing or a carry off the right-hand side. He's up across the 40. He's going to be close to first down. Going to be about a yard short though. 3rd and 1. That's just a sweep there by the quarterback.
Let's watch this replay out here on the lead. Higgins kind of hold up his hands right here like there's a shirt.
Yep.
You pull up your hands like that.
It's almost a giveaway.
Kind of an instant, I kind of grabbed him, but I didn't. So
3rd and 1 now for the Monarchs at the 39-yard line. 3:05 left in this first quarter. Minneapolis with the lead, 7-0. And give to Hagens up the middle, and he's brought down in the backfield. That's Villapando shooting in from his middle linebacker spot. That's going to be a loss of 2. So it brings up 4th down and 3.
Here's a big play.
TMP had a little bit of motion, a little bit of momentum going in.
You got to watch the snap here. Probably going on 2, maybe 3, but there's only 2 minutes left in this quarter.
Yeah. It's been fast moving for sure.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of an inverted wishbone.
Yeah, diamond here. So
Hagen's in the backfield is going to get, and they're going to blow it.
Yeah, motion. Oh, offsides.
Oh, what a big penalty there
Wow.
for TMP. They get the first down here on the offsides call. Looks like maybe somebody lined up offsides.
Yeah, that diamond offense, that's just a power offense. So, but like you said, inverted wishbone.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So 1st and 10 now for TMP at the 36-yard line, and they put together a pretty good drive so far.
Yeah.
Their first offensive possession. Back to their flex bone look, or the Monarchs.
might
Schwartz
go back
in
to
motion.
that end around here again.
Going to pitch to Schwartz off the left-hand
He
side.
made the corner again.
And
Oh, no, he didn't.
Nice job of coming up and making that tackle, number 12. That's Levi Osherman. If he doesn't make that tackle, Schwartz has got a lot more room.
But he probably ran 30 yards to make it to that
Yeah.
corner there. So, a lot of east-west. So,
That may be a yard gain on first down. So 2nd down and 9 for TMP. And this first quarter is going by quick. 1:35 left in the first quarter.
it's rolling. I'd say power here again. Hagen's.
And this is Wentling on the option and just nowhere to go on that. He just eats it. Going to be a loss of 2, but good job of stringing that out by Minneapolis.
Well, I'm telling you, if he would have pitched that could have been some trouble there.
Yeah.
There was at least 5 yards difference
Yeah.
between him, 5 to 8 yards.
That's a good decision by the freshman quarterback just to keep it. And you lose 2 yards, but that's a lot better than losing 7 or a fumble.
You live for another day. So
3rd down and 11 now for TMP. It's 4-down territory, I would assume.
I would suspect.
And now looking to
Passing.
throw.
Going to the
Wentling
corner.
deep. This ball hung up. Receiver comes back to it. A nice job of making the adjustment. That's number 7. That's Bryce Hickman. That ball hung in the air. He came back.
That looked like a shot duck. Yeah. I mean, that looked like somebody shot at it.
Had good protection. It just hung up in the air.
Yeah.
And
TMP stepped right in front of him. So great job on his part.
Yeah, Hickman came back and had a shot at catching that. Now it's 4th down, 4th and 11. Out of this flex bone set. Wentling, and there's a move.
Yeah, right here in front of him. Jacobs moved down here, number 4. Took a step.
Yep. Yeah, Carson Jacobs with the move there. And now it's 4th and 16 at the 42-yard line. This changes coach's mind about.
This might change things here a little bit. But it might not.
Yeah, 42 seconds left in this first quarter. 7-0 our score. Minneapolis on top. TMP with a 4th and 16 now.
Somebody out here in the flat, and he's trying.
Throw deep, and no call there. Overshot. I don't know if Carson Jacobs misjudged that ball, maybe?
The defender actually was just trying to get out of his way. He actually had his back to Carson. Yeah. So, all right, we got another update score from
7:37 left in the first quarter. Peaburg up 20-0 on Hoisington.
Thank you, Mr. McGuire.
So Minneapolis takes over 1st and 10 at their 42-yard line.
All right, here we go. We're going to get some more running here. So
I doubt they change it up at all. 2 receivers to the right.
And just everybody's in the box within 5 yards of the ball, except for one safety.
And it's to give the hawk up the middle, and nice job.
Hey, nice job.
The gang tackle there by the Monarchs. He gets 3 yards up to the 45, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like Atherton again in on the play, and we've called his name a couple times so far.
Yeah, he's going to have to be he's going to have to do the job here tonight.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. That's each team had 1 offensive possession in that first quarter, and that's it.
Amazing.
So our score at the end of the first quarter, Minneapolis 7, TMP 0. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
AgriLead Incorporated, Fossil Creek Hotel and Suites, Dr. Paul Lampert, and Wilson State Bank are proud supporters of all the Russell Broncos, both on and off the field. South. There's a new menu at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill in Hayes, with a combination of new classics and old favorites. Each entree has been upgraded with top quality and locally sourced ingredients. Pair the charred grilled wings or the gourmet mac and cheese bacon burger with your choice of 20 tap handles, or sip on a refreshing cucumber cooler and munch on some of their famous pigtails or fried pickles. For game time, family fun, or date night, stop and check out what's new at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill today.
You guys tailgate big time.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1. We're going to start this second quarter, and Ivan, each team was just with one possession in that first quarter. It went by quick.
Yeah, very quickly, and that's what happens when you don't throw a lot.
Yep.
And really, it was no penalties.
Yep.
So
second down and 7 for Minneapolis at the 45-yard line. Friel, the quarterback. Villapando in motion. Nice job there by Atherton again.
Yeah.
Coming up and making that stop on the fullback Hawk. That's going to be a loss of a yard.
I would say he's going to lead in tackles here so far. So,
yeah, on the replay, just read that.
I just read it.
Yep.
Slipped in there. So,
slip his blocker. Yeah, would make that tackle, loss of a yard. It comes out 3rd and 8 now for Minneapolis. A big down for TMP.
I'd look right. Yep. If I was calling a play.
Now, Watson, a man in motion. This is a give to Friel. There's a ball down, and TMP had it. They had a shot at it.
They had a shot at it.
Yeah, fumble on the play, but Minneapolis gets back on the ball.
Was that one of those you stick it in and pull it back out?
Oh, look on the replay here. Yep. Yeah, fullback wasn't expecting that ball. And so
he actually didn't have it at all.
No. They were lucky, pretty fortunate to get back on it, and brings up 4th down and 12 for Minneapolis. Now in punt formation. This is Trent Meckel, the punter.
Nice.
That took some time. Yeah, and angled it out of bounds. Nice punt.
Look at that.
Going to roll down to the 17-yard line.
Nice punt.
Nice punt there. And that was Caden Griffin on the punt. But the timing was a little off on that. And we've seen at the stadium snaps.
Yes. Yes. Well, we've seen stuff every week with snaps. I guess that's the thing that I've seen the most is we talk about snaps. So,
yeah, last week we just the center quarterback exchange was difficult at times.
Yeah. That was almost brutal at times.
Yes. So. Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs now out of that inverted wishbone.
You're just going to see some old-fashioned power here.
This is quarterback dive right up the middle. And Wentling gets across the 22 to 21-yard line, it looks like. So
3 yards on a cloud of dust?
Yeah.
Except there's only turf. So
yeah, no dust. Maybe the tire.
Yeah.
Recycled tire dust.
I think that's what Coach wants to do. I mean, he wants to ground and pound and look for that soft part, that just happens. You get that crease.
So 2nd down and 7 after a 3-yard gain by the quarterback. The freshman, Jace Wentling. Back to that inverted wishbone.
Well, look at that. There's hardly any linebackers in on that side.
And Wentling with the pitch.
Wow.
And Hagan's able to stiff arm his man to the 20, lowers his head, still on his feet. And May got back to the line of scrimmage, but boy, that didn't look good.
No. Not at the beginning of that play.
Yeah. And on this replay, nice stiff arm there by Hagan just to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he doesn't do that, that's a loss of 7.
Sure.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Monarchs. Trying to put something together. This is only the 2nd offensive possession of the evening.
Well, let's say
receiver split each way.
They're going to go left here maybe.
Yep, man in motion now. And Wintley's going to roll out to the left-hand side, and he's dropped.
Oh, they read that.
Lost one of the outside linebackers. That's Crew Martin coming up with the tackle. They're bringing their outside linebackers up to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of penetration there.
It's lots of 4 on the play.
Nobody bought that fake dive and timeout.
So it looks like a timeout for TMP. We're going to take it with them. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1. Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where our score here from Lewisville to Minneapolis with a 7-0 lead over TMP. 4th down and 11 for the Monarchs. And I haven't got another update on that Phillipsburg score.
Yeah, that's good.
Where'd you find out?
That's a blowout, 27-0.
Whew. First quarter?
We're
Second
still
quarter?
in the first half.
First half.
So, got a punt here.
That's Wentling with the kick, and nice punt. We'll take a nice roll for TMP down to the
No flags.
42-yard line. So, good punt by the Monarchs.
No flags.
Still no flags. We haven't had a flag yet.
Yeah. Well, no. We
did.
We had Carson over here, jumped offside over on this side over here.
And we had offsides too.
Right.
I guess I can't be right. Can't be right all the time.
Yeah, you're a legend on your own mind, that's for sure. So
absolutely. 1st and 10, the Lions at the 42-yard line. Now a bunch set over to the right, it looks like. Villapando in motion, and this is going to pitch to him off the left-hand side. He cuts it up, lowers his head, goes down to the 47-yard line. That's boy, when he went north and south, he
picked a lane, and he decided that's where he was going. Tripping. Yeah.
Villapando, he's only 5'7", but he looks like he's they got it listed at 200 pounds, though.
Well, could be, could not be, but you know how coaches are with weights and stuff on football rosters.
Yeah.
What was you listed as on your football roster when you played in Norton?
I have no idea, but I do know Nex-Tech Game Time has partnered with Solutions North Bank in a Snapchat giveaway. Snatch your game photos with the Game Time filter to NEX-TECH for a chance to win a stadium blanket. Winners will be notified via Snapchat during tonight's ballgame.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's a give to Hawk up the middle, and he stopped at the 30-yard line.
God, it was 1st and forever there.
Yeah, that tripping call really put them behind the sticks. They're at the 30. They get a first down. They got to get to the 48-yard line on the other side of midfield.
I'd say about 2nd and 22, 24, something like that right now.
25, I think. They got the 25 on the scoreboard. I'm not trying to hide that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was doing it in my head, so.
We'll give you some credit.
All right, I appreciate that.
Well, and now I give to Hawk, and he trips up. He had a little bit of room there, but
I think he actually got tripped by the quarterback.
I think so too.
He just kind of nosedived right there.
At the 32-yard line. Boy, he had some room too, but tripped up and
getting some shots of the crowd there. Hey, Trump showed up tonight.
Well, the president,
there he is,
president in the crowd there.
Yeah, came to see me. So
I'm sure that's probably not a good thing for you. Third and 20.
Or Shauna, our camera operator. So
3rd and 20 for the Lions. Looks like they've got twins to the left. Villapando in motion.
Ooh, a little trickery.
Oh, he can't stay on his feet.
No,
Watson,
he can't.
Looked like they had a kind of a reverse or a counter there, and he had some room. But
kind of a counter reverse, but he kind of I think he tripped over his own foot on this replay here. Yeah, he did. He just.
And that could be not used to playing on turf.
Sure. Well, they probably have regular football cleats on, which,
right. It may not be the best. There's a snap to Griffin and
another great
big punt. Man, this is goes over the head of Hickman. They're going to roll down to the 12-yard line. What a punt there by that was number 1. That was
I'm more inspired by the spiral Griffin. It looks like coming down the field. Holy cow.
I mean, that looks professional there.
Yeah.
So now the Monarchs again pinned back deep in their own territory.
6:26 left here.
This second quarter has been played on this side of the field.
Yeah.
Every time TMP does take over, it's deep in their own territory. So 1st and 10 Monarchs. Now Schwartz in motion. And this is a counter up the middle. And get a couple yards on first down.
I didn't see who was running the ball there.
That 17, Colby Dreiling.
Yep.
On the carry, 4 yards on first down, 2nd down and 6.
Mr. Dreiling.
So 6:25 left in this first half. 7-0 our score. Really, after that first offensive possession for Minneapolis, they kind of stalled off for both teams.
Sure.
And again, the Schwartz double reverse. And
swallowed up there.
Minneapolis wasn't fooled there. Villapando and Martin on the tackle, and they're going to be loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
3rd down and 8. They weren't fooled at all.
Now you got to be careful on a lot of different avenues here. We're talking about snaps. And they're doing a lot of shotgun type stuff here. You know?
Yeah. 3rd and 8. You're deep in your own territory. We've seen 2 pass attempts, but
look at that gap between the center and the
guard.
And the guard.
Yeah. The huge gap. And
pass.
Whitman going to throw under pressure across the middle, tipped it, and that was a dangerous pass. Had his man Dreiling there across the middle, but
actually it was a little high, but it was catchable. A little high, it was catchable ball, and I think Colby would love to have that back. So, but one of those things, he's in the middle of the field. He can't pull that down. He's going to take a shot as well.
Yep.
So,
just off the hands of Colby Dreiling, incomplete. Will bring up 4th and 8. Whitling back to punt.
What you got to worry about here again?
Snap.
Nope.
Good snap.
Great snap.
Good punt there, too. Away from the return man, and the bounce comes back to the 44-yard line. Minneapolis will take over 1st and 10 at their 40.
Actually, good snap, good punt. You know, you couldn't ask for much more right there.
Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you this evening by Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers and Associates Insurance, and the Hayes Rec Commission. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Now, this is their best field position they've had since that, probably all night. That first drive was 85 yards, started to clear back to the 15. But
it is 7:30, and there's 5 minutes left in this half.
Moving on.
Timeout.
And there's a timeout. So, timeout called by TMP. That's their second of the first half, and we'll take it with them. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where we've got 5:19 left in this second quarter. The Lions up 7-0 on the Monarchs.
Yeah, this game is going so fast, it's unbelievable. 5 minutes left, and I think it's like 7:35 in the evening, 7:33.
I believe we only had 3 pass attempts.
I am still waiting for Minneapolis to take a shot here down the field on a pass. Really, with the way they're playing defense here, those guys are on an island out here, those corners.
Villapando in motion, going to pitch to him off the left-hand side, and the Monarchs do a good job of stringing that out, coming up to make that tackle.
That's a hard 2 yards.
Yeah, that's Bryce Seib coming up with the tackle.
That's a hard 2 yards. But you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, those corners are on an island out there by themselves, and no attempt.
Maybe just 1 yard. 2nd down and 9 for Minneapolis. Yeah, everybody, they got one man deep, but everybody that is.
Well, not really. He's kind of trying to cheat
Watson
a little bit.
in motion.
There it is.
They're going to throw, nowhere to go, and quarterback Friel is brought down. Who had Connor Staub in.
I think he was looking for slant. Yep. You know, there's a slant coming across the middle there, and it just didn't have enough time to make it work.
So 3rd down and 9. Friel able to land at least at the line of scrimmage. So 4:15 left in this first half. 3rd down and 9 for the Lions.
It's just stalled here on both sides of the ball here. It just has stalled.
Friel has yet to attempt the pass. Looked like he was going to try
That's
there.
true. Yeah.
And Villapando in motion to give to Hawk, the fullback. He's across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Going to be about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know, and the thing about it is if you don't do it enough, it's not going to be pretty when you do it, when you pass. So when you don't do it on a regular basis, at least it could get ugly when you try it.
So 4th down and 4 now for the Lions, and looks like coach wants to take a timeout here.
I would think about it a little bit. Maybe there's a play that you got in your book somewhere.
Right.
Come out in a different formation.
Well, I mean they've kind of stalled, like you said, ever since that first drive. Really haven't got much going.
Here's my thing about it is he's got to get these guys out of the box a little bit. If he wants to run, TMP's kind of stack the box a little bit. He's going to have to open them up, back up a little bit. And that's the only way he's going to create anything for himself here.
Right. Well, Nex-Tech Game Time is brought to you this evening by J Corp, Mabeson Miller LLP, Redeem Designs, Solutions North Bank, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, and The Venue.
TMP has a pretty good crowd out here tonight.
Yeah, senior night.
Senior night. Had quite a few seniors on the field tonight.
Yep.
Not a lot of football guys, you know.
Yeah, no, it's the numbers are not where coach would like them.
We've seen that just about everywhere.
Yeah.
There's some pockets of the usual numbers, but there's some pockets of numbers.
Well, Minneapolis looks like they brought a pretty good
couple of buses, maybe.
Yeah. So 4th and 4 now for the Lions.
Hard count.
Nobody jumping. So now
almost had it.
And nice stop there. Good penetration for the
Great
Monarchs.
job.
They're going to stop them on 4th down.
Monarchs did a great job there.
They brought 5 defensive linemen up front.
Good night.
Oh,
is he hurt?
Got a cramp, maybe? That's the fullback.
Well, he was in that pile.
Yeah. That may be a cramp. Yeah, it looks like a cramp there. And
yep.
It's been pretty cool out, but again, if you don't hydrate, you're gonna.
Well, I'm getting a cramp just standing up here, so I don't know. Will you rub it for me?
No.
Okay.
No. But you've been working pretty hard today.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
But
no, I just got a cramp.
Now 3:23 left in this first half, 7-0. A chance here for TMP to
open it up here a little bit, maybe open it up. But here's your problem. We were watching warm up.
Yeah,
it wasn't really crisp, so you're taking a chance on that as well.
Coach was wanting to go out there, but referee kind of backed him up.
He's kind of reminding him
he can't go out there and coach
of the CASA rules.
Yep.
So
it looks like,
and there are rules.
He's wanting to coach him.
See, he shouldn't be out that far, but he's doing the best that he can.
Right. Give him a little bit of leeway, and now
sign language ain't working.
Right.
So
we got a little smoke over here on the other side of the field.
I think that's from the barbecuer over there.
I smelled it earlier. It was
smelling pretty good.
It was smelling pretty good. They had a good crowd down there for.
Well, I know they didn't shoot a cannon off there.
No.
So
no cannon yet. 3:23 left in the second quarter. TMP's going to take over after that stop on 4th down.
Well, let's see if they dial something up here.
A little better field position for the Monarchs.
How big a risk do they want to do here?
Got that inverted.
That's basically that diamond.
Yep,
little
diamond
pistol
package.
set.
Hagen's up the middle's got some room across the 40 down, maybe to the 41. They're going to call him at the 40.
Well, here's
3
the
yards.
Thing. That's going to take you about 8 minutes down the field if you do 3 yards at a time. So,
yep.
What's that? He said the smoke is a TMP bus warming up. So,
2nd down and 7 now for the Monarchs. Out of that diamond set. And to get the Hagens off the right-hand side, nowhere to go. Coming up and making the tackle, that's Gayton Haled, the defensive end for the Lions.
There was a host of those guys there. They read that pretty good.
Maybe loss of a yard. So 3rd down and 8.
Well, here's your thing. This is their chance to do something here, defensive-wise. You pin your ears back and go. What do you do?
I think so. I don't. There's many. They haven't shown you any capability of any big plays.
Well,
so.
here's the thing that I think if you're going to do anything, you're going to put your quarterback on a rollout. Yeah. He's not going to try to set up. Is what my thoughts are.
With 2:42 left, Minneapolis with the timeout. Maybe trying to preserve some of this clock, but 7-0 our score. We talked about
nothing's happened since that first drive.
Well, we talked a little bit in the pregame, Ivan. Maybe this is more of a defensive game tonight.
Sure.
Both offenses not.
We got a pretty good picture in that first 5 to 8 minutes,
and
it's just died from that point on. So both defenses have stepped up, and really TMP's made some big stops. So
they've made some adjustments after that first drive. They've both teams running similar offenses, so you probably nothing surprising.
Different sets, different sets, but running. But this one you're going to have to dial something up here.
3rd down and 8 for the Monarchs.
You're going to have to take a risk here, and either it's going to pay or it's going to be an incomplete.
Got the smoke keep rolling in.
Get somebody coming across in a slant.
Now that diamond set. And
there's the slant.
Across the middle. He had his man open and almost picked off.
Wow.
And boy, that was a good throw, it looked like. They're just not able to hold it in.
Number 7.
Yeah, that's Bryce Hickman out there.
Here's the thing, though. The pass was there, but he got hit just as that right around that area.
Little
high.
Yeah, I figured behind him, but that was.
I figured there was a slant. That's one of those things you can get some separation.
Safe call.
Yep. But it was a tip ball.
Yeah, they were lucky not to get that picked off. Number 12 for the Lions. That's Levi Osserman. Almost had the pick, and now he kind of ends up.
Well, coach is being held up over there again on the sideline. They're giving him some good leeway. He's out there a good 6-7 feet. So another player going off over there for Minneapolis.
Osserman had the interception, but he limps off the field.
All right, here we go.
So 4th and 8 going to be punt.
You got
formation.
A good punt off last time here. Got to get the snap.
And Wentling with the high kick.
Oh, you got to tell your guys.
Down to 30. Going to bounce down to 25. Takes another good
bounce.
Just let it roll that down.
Just let it keep rolling. The clock will go with it.
Yep. Down to the 19-yard line. Good roll on that punt. 2:25 left in this first half. 7-0 our score. Minneapolis with the lead. That was a good punt. That puts them back for TMP now.
For Minneapolis here, you might see a run play here to start off and see what they get out of that. And sooner or later, somebody's going to have to dial something up and hit a pass, really, to get everybody out of the box.
Yep. So 1st and 10 now for the Lions at the 19-yard line. Yeah, it looks like the adjustment for the Monarchs, they brought another defensive lineman in. They run a 5-man front now, and they swarm that. The fullback, Hawk, maybe gets 3 yards, but 3rd down and 7.
I'm telling you, unless somebody gets a completed pass here, we're going to wind up 7-0.
Right.
It is running. I mean, it is just a run all. I mean, TMP's had a few passes, some catchable balls.
Right.
But really, for Minneapolis,
nothing. Yeah, they haven't attempted a pass.
So
we've got another update.
34-0.
Still 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Thank you, Mr. McGuire. 34-0 over Hoisington. Peaberg.
That's a statement game there.
And just to remind you, folks, we'll be there next week.
A pitch to Watson's got a lot of room off the right-hand side. He's going to have the first down to the 30-yard line. Everybody caved in on the fullback, Hawk, and good decision by the quarterback, Friel, to pitch this off.
Here's Hickman, the cornerback, came over, made a nice, open field, not tackle all by himself, but he got his hands on him, got some help.
Yeah, that's Daniel Watson on the carry. And now the quarterback pitch to Villapando and comes up, makes a nice tackle there. That's Alex Schwartz coming up from his corner position to
he stuck his arm out there. Sometimes that can get broken when you do that.
Yeah.
You can watch it right here. Not much of his shoulder, but he sticks an arm out right.
So loss of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 11 for the Lions now. Now
TMP getting set late. With a 5 down lineman, 4 linebackers.
looking to throw, and Friel's got a man and just overshoots him. Looking for his receiver there, Caden Griffin. But
Hickman stayed with him, and here's the thing. When you don't do it a lot, it's tough to do it. So
good job there. Good coverage by Hickman. Was step for step with Griffin. 48 seconds left in this first half. 7-0 our score. It'll be 3rd down and 11 from the 30-yard line.
It should be an interesting call here. Safe call and then make TMP call timeout.
Yeah.
You know, those kinds of things.
TMP does have 1 timeout remaining. And Twins receivers to the right for Friel.
A little roll out to the right, maybe.
And there's Watson in motion, and this is, again, just a
safe
fullback
handoff.
give. Yep, it makes a tackle at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line.
Clock still running.
We'll bring up 4th down.
Timeout now.
And TMP does take a timeout. 38 seconds left in this first half, and TMP's done a good job defensively after that first drive.
Yeah.
They made that adjustment.
We made some adjustments here, but what you've seen, what we just saw in this last one, 5 guys down
right,
and basically 4 linebackers. So the thing about it is they know they can't pass. So right now it's just a battle between the 30s.
Yep.
To be honest with you, it's a battle between the 30s.
Now with 38 seconds left, TMP has they've attempted a couple passes, but nothing significant. I don't know. They're going to have to.
Well, here's the thing: that slant's been open, but you got a freshman guy playing his first game.
Yeah.
So once he connects on one,
do you worry about risking too much on this? Then.
Well, here's the thing:
throwing a pick six.
We've seen some great punts here.
Yeah,
so,
Griffin's going to. He's done a nice job of punting.
For Minneapolis here, let the ball roll and just let it roll. If he doesn't pick it up.
And there comes the block, and they about get
Partially.
to him, and now they get to hit. It's tipped, yeah.
Ooh,
they say
tip
the
ball.
block was,
Tip ball.
Good call there by the refs. Nice job by TMP coming up with the rush. They get a little piece of it. Now they've got a pretty good field position.
They got
32 seconds left.
Right up the center as well. 3 guys coming.
That's a good call by Coach Bowen, able to get that rush up the middle. So now 32 seconds left this first half. 7-0 our score. Minneapolis on top of TMP.
I'd watch that slant on either side. He's got the
going to go deep.
Picked off.
Yep. And he's lucky that didn't get picked off. Good job of coming back and knocking that ball down.
Well, actually, if we got a replay on that, I think the Minneapolis guys was the ones that deflected it from each other. So there we go. Yeah, they were right there.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Monarchs.
Did I tell you they call me Eagle Eye?
Do they?
Yeah.
Bald Eagle guy?
Yeah, the Bald Eagle Eye. Hey, that's a good one for you. Wow. You've been working a long time.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10.
Still a little bit of a blitz.
Villapando on the blitz.
Rolling right. Got a guy.
He's got a man out in the flat, but unable to get out of bounds.
19 seconds and running. 19 seconds. Got to go to
Jack Johnson with the reception.
Got to go to the end zone here.
Yep.
It's the only way you're going to get anything happening.
10 seconds left, yep. Instead of 3rd down, but yeah, they need to get the end zone.
Different quarterback. Carson Jacobs is in.
And he's under pressure, and it falls incomplete with 2 seconds left. So got one more shot. I'm surprised they didn't clock it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's in the shotgun, and he clocks it. What happens? High school football.
Clock keeps running?
Nope. Penalty. You got to be under center. You got to be under center.
Oh, for a clock. You're right.
We learned that the hard way. My son Jarrett was playing Salina Central. Almost could have scored a touchdown. He scored the touchdown, but he wasn't under center. So
last play here, the first half, and Jacobs in at quarterback. Going to throw, maybe more of a throwing quarterback. Going to throw to the end zone, and he gets hit hard. That ball comes up short and intercepted by Villapando, but he's brought down. So that'll be in the first half, and Boy, that went quick, Ivan.
Yeah.
Other than that last 2 minutes, everything else was pretty quick.
It's an obscure rule, but in high school football, if you're not under center or you go in shotgun, you can't clock it. So 10-yard penalty and a loss of down.
Well, that was our first half. It was a quick one, but our score here at halftime, Minneapolis 7, TMP 0. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
You may have already heard about the venue in Hayes. This impressively designed space can hold up to 100 people and is outfitted with a projector, sound system, and full bar. But have you heard about the second space available at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill? This room has been freshly updated and seats up to 40 people, making it perfect for smaller functions. No matter the size of your next family gathering or holiday party, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill and the venue have the right fit for you. Call to book your space today.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye.
I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Clean Right, Von Lennel Refinishing, and Bank of Hayes are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the TMP Monarchs students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment and Steel Fabrications, backing the TMP Monarchs all season long. When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is a preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where we're in a tight ball game here, Ivan. 7-0 Minneapolis with the lead over TMP, but a quick first half.
Well, very few penalties. We're playing basically between the 30s. There's just not a lot of passing going on. A little bit there at the end. But if you're not doing it on a regular basis, it's never very pretty when you try. So
we only had one score in this first half, and I think we got a replay or a little highlight of that score. Minneapolis took the first opening drive of the game, 85 yards for the score, and this is Villapando here with the carry down to the 1 yard line.
That's been it all night long.
Yeah, that first drive was it. After that, nothing. And now out of the single wing, Villapando is going to take it off the left-hand side for the score. And that's it. that's the
Sorry,
scoring.
folks. That's all the highlights we got for the first half because it's been 3 yards and a bunch of rubber coming out of the turf. But, you know, so it's going to depend really when they come out of the locker room if anybody makes any adjustments or somebody happens to break one.
Right,
So,
or turnovers too.
Yep.
But let's take a look at our Nex-Tech wireless scoreboard and see if any other teams around the area have had some success scoring.
our buddies out in Quinter.
Dayton with a big lead. Quinter gets the first win in a couple of years, and now Dayton putting it to them 36-0 second quarter.
I think that thing stretched into 3.
Yeah.
So
3 years, though. Osborne, Northern Valley, no score there in the first quarter. Cheyenne over Natoma.
those are 2 5-1 teams,
Yeah.
Osborne and Northern Valley. So
Wheatland, Grinnell, and Tri-Plains Brewster, no score. Same thing with Logan, Palco, Sylvan Lucas, and Central Plains Mountain Ridge. St. Francis up big on Trigo, 48-14 there in the second quarter.
our buddy Coach Haxton over
Yes.
there. So
Hill City on top of Victoria, 13-6.
you know that's going to be trouble, I think, for Victoria because we've seen Hill City play. They
Yeah.
run hard.
They do, yeah.
What's their quarterback's name? Is that Bourne?
Bourne, yep.
Yeah. So you know it's going to be tough.
Hoxie on top of Decatur Community, 16-6. No score between Lincoln and Stockton.
Look at this one.
Yeah.
Lacrosse 18
Lacrosse.
over Oakley.
And they an update there. It's 19-6 Victoria or Hill City on top of Victoria. I don't know. We did see him kick a field goal.
Yes, we did.
So I don't know if that's
I'll
what
be honest with you.
happened.
I just liked Hill City, just the way
Yep.
they played. They ran hard, played hard. So Victoria's always got a lot of tradition there. So
Scott City over Colby, 14-0 second quarter. That's a battle of unbeatens. And Smith Center up big against Republic County, 42-0. And then Plainville on top of Ellis, 27-0. Plainville seems like they're picking up momentum.
well, you know that's going to be a playoff type thing.
Yeah. Phillipsburg all over Hoisden. We thought this game was going to be close, but it's not.
We had talked about it, how we would like to have been up there and watch it. And now look at that.
Yeah,
It's
41-0.
Exactly opposite of what we thought. So
Norton and Ellsworth scoreless in the first quarter. Ness City with a lead over Kiowa County, 28-6. And Great Bend on top of Liberal, 20-0. Dodge City on top of Garden City, 6-0. A final from last night, Hayes with a 41-21 win over Bueller.
that's a good win.
Yeah, it is a good
That's
win.
a great win for them.
McPherson with a big lead over Rose Hill, 42-0. And that was our Nex-Tech Wireless scoreboard. We got some halftime festivities here, the Military Appreciation Night, kind of honoring the military school here in Hayes. So good turnout.
That always brings out
yeah.
a lot of people for that kind of thing, and we had the motorcycles on the track here a little bit ago. So
yeah, it looks like a lot of participants there in the front row at halftime. But back to the game, Ivan. It was a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest, but you think either team's going to put the ball up in the air? We've seen TMP try to throw the ball, but they haven't had success.
They switched quarterbacks even.
Yeah.
You know, Carson back in, who's been their starter
Right.
up until today, tried to throw the ball a little bit. But, you know, something's got to crack.
Right.
Really. And I think it's
Indianapolis
more.
has got to do too. I mean,
it's got to crack a little bit on the team. TMP still has to score here. But for the
but-
other side, it's going to be tough as well.
But TMP's in this ball game. 7-0 score. You couldn't ask for much more.
All right, so TMP should get the ball here at the beginning of the second half. Am I correct?
Yes.
So,
So that would be a chance then to get on the scoreboard. Like we talked about, they haven't scored in 3 games, now 3.5 games. So just getting that touchdown, getting that.
that'll get some excitement back on your football team and those kinds of things, because really they're in the game, and that's what Coach Bowen talked about, is building every week, building on something. So,
well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
There's a new menu at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill in Hayes, with a combination of new classics and old favorites. Each entree has been upgraded with top quality and locally sourced ingredients. Pair the charred grilled wings or the gourmet mac and cheese bacon burger with your choice of 20 tap handles, or sip on a refreshing cucumber cooler and munch on some of their famous pigtails or fried pickles. For game time, family fun, or date night, stop and check out what's new at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill today.
Seems like the world is always changing, and like the weather in Kansas, change is inevitable. Mobile technology improves the lives of everyone, not just those living in a city. Nex-Tech Wireless is right there with you, providing expanded LTE coverage for everything from phones to farm equipment. We are devoted to help Kansas work smarter and live better. Nex-Tech Wireless. Time for something different. Today, get 4 iPhones and unlimited data for less than $40 a line.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Designs, Solutions North Bank, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, The Venue, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the Game Time action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and nextech.com. You may have already heard about the Venue in Hayes. This impressively designed space can hold up to 100 people and is outfitted with a projector, sound system, and full bar. But have you heard about the second space available at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill? This room has been freshly updated and seats up to 40 people, making it perfect for smaller functions. No matter the size of your next family gathering or holiday party, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill and the Venue have the right fit for you. Call to book your space today.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye.
I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Clean Right, Von Lennel Refinishing, and Bank of Hayes are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the TMP Monarchs students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment and Steel Fabrications, backing the TMP Monarchs all season long. When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where we're about 4 minutes away from the kick of this second half. And really going to tell Ivan what kind of game we're going to get in the second half. Well, after probably similar to what the first half, first 5-8 minutes, we're going to see what we're entailed to.
The thing about it is TMP, they want to run, and we know the Minneapolis, by looking at their stats, that's what they do. So it just depends if somebody's going to connect on one of those passes or somebody breaks free.
Right.
But TMP gets the ball here. So
yeah, they'll get the first crack at it here once they come out for the halftime. But it's been kind of tough sledding offensively for the Monarchs. They just haven't been able to break one.
No.
But and really Minneapolis hasn't been able to break one either.
That's what I mean. We're playing between the 30s here. There's not a lot of activity here. So besides that first drive, TMP's got 9 guys in the box.
Yeah, they're committed completely to stopping that run.
Their cornerbacks are Gilligan on the island, but unless you can prove that you can throw, they're not worried about it.
Right. They're going to keep man on man out there, and the rest of them are going to worry about that run game. And they've done a nice job after that first.
Made some corrections. They went from like a 4-4 to about a 5-4.
Yeah.
So,
everybody at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be interesting to come in the second half to see what everybody's got. But we're waiting on the teams to come out, and really, since the Week 2 win over Ellis, TMP really hasn't been in a ball game.
No,
second half. So
they ran a gauntlet. They've played Smith Center and Pittsburgh and Plainville and Norton and the tough MCL teams. And tonight's they're within striking range here. Yeah. So
just down that one score. And
in Ellsworth, this is a big couple of weeks. I mean, so
yeah, if they get the win here, and then Ellsworth is kind of in the same position as TMP, maybe even worse. They haven't won a game in district play. So if TMP can get the win here and the next week beat Ellsworth, they're in the playoffs.
Hey, we've seen Plainville do that a number of years before Grant Stevenson showed up. Get those 2 wins in that tough district, and away you go. So
looks like everybody's warming up on the field. There's somebody dressed as President Trump out there.
Yeah, I got to go down and meet him here pretty soon. So,
looking for a pardon?
I don't know. He might be looking for Shauna. President Trump is here tonight. So
that makes it starting to make sense now. Why she was late.
Yes. Hey,
there we go.
Now we understand what's going on. She's a big fan of President Trump. So
there we go.
Shauna, our camera guy, was really late tonight. So now we understand what's going on.
So the team's warming up here at halftime, and it's got a little chilly outside. So I hear.
Yeah, Roy Inlow came up here by us, and his hands are pretty cold.
Yeah.
So I noticed he's hanging around up here a little bit now. So, but no, I'm just anxious to see what happens here and see if anybody's made some adjustments, and we'll see if TMP sticks with their freshman quarterback or goes back to Jacobs.
Yeah,
so.
they did change it up at the end of this first half, but whether that was just to try
Throw
to
the
throw the
ball.
ball or if it was
I think they stick with the freshmen, stick with the game plan, and try to just run one in here. So,
yeah, so they've got scoreboard clicking down here. A little extra long halftime because of the festivities we
Sure.
had. 5-minute extra halftime. They had military appreciation night. All the servicemen and women in each branch of the Army were
Sure.
recognized there.
And
at
that's
halftime.
great.
And it was
it's a great thing to do, and I know the Hayes Larks has a military night, and they get a tremendous crowd out for that, and it's just a great thing that goes on across the United States. So
we're also going to see here the kickoff for Minneapolis was they kind of had a little different kickoff. It wasn't deep; it was a pooch kick.
Kind of a pooch kick. But here's the thing: for me right now, I would just kick it deep and see what happens, or even squib it.
Yeah,
make them field it. And put it in a baseball term. You know what? Make them field it.
Because they're going to field. They're going to fair catch that thing at the 35, 40-yard line, and
that's what I'm saying is, hey, squib it. In this turf, that ball is going to bounce around, and you never know. It might hit somebody, and
TMP really hasn't shown the ability to drive 70, 80 yards tonight. So,
well, I'm just guessing here. I think their longest drive has been about 20, 30 yards.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Penalty helped. So,
so to start this second half, TMP won the toss. They deferred. They're going to receive this second half kickoff.
Dude, sure is nice in this press box.
Not too bad.
Kind of toasty.
Back deep will be the Bryces, Bryce Seib and Bryce Hickman for TMP.
Well, I'm going to have to stand up.
Yep.
Did you get done with your beef jerky?
Yeah, I finished all that meat.
Great.
Sorry, none left over for you.
Well, I was going to ask for a piece, but the way you were eating it was like corn on the cob. So, you're a grown boy.
So again, Minneapolis out of this kind of a short kick formation.
I would squib it. Look, they got two guys deep here.
Yeah.
And I'll be surprised.
They're up and coming up standing about the 40-yard line, so they've got 9 guys within 10 yards.
It almost looks like that pooch kick is. There's no big run to the ball here.
Yeah, no, it's and there's almost an onside kick, and Alex Schwartz comes up and takes it, but it's at the 45-yard line. Good field position for TMP, but
I don't understand it. It's not my job to understand it, but holy cow!
Yeah, you give them great field position. I mean, they're almost at midfield right now, and TMP really just hasn't shown the ability to drive the ball tonight, but yet.
Wow.
Unless
you just don't have a kicker, but you would think somebody. But
they've got a punter. Their punter was
pretty good.
Been pretty good. Now Whitling still in at quarterback, and this is a give to Dreiling, and he's maybe got a yard on first down.
Kind of a good old-fashioned dive play there.
Colby Dreiling on the carry, 2 yards, going to be second down and 8 for the Monarchs.
I just still can't believe that.
Yeah. You're just giving them.
Scratching my head here a little bit.
Well, and they do this next week against Phillipsburg. 3 plays, and Phillipsburg's going to be in the end zone.
One. The way it's going tonight up there. So,
Dreiling in motion again, and this is going to be an option to the left-hand side and fake the pitch, but
he paid for that.
Yeah, rest of the Lions come in. That's Gaten Haled with the tackle filling in behind Whitling on the option play.
Yeah. But really, if he was going to pitch it, that was still a 5-yard pitch.
Yeah.
So
they're going to give him a yard, though. It'll be third down and 8 coming from the 48-yard line. So 2 plays, 2 yards for the Monarchs. And nobody out there at the top of the screen. Now they come out, fill it out. But looking to throw. Well, curl pattern has his man open at the 40. It's going to be a first down. Nice pitch and catch out there. That's Jack Johnson on the reception. Whitling with a nice job. Here's a replay here. Had plenty of time to throw the ball.
He ran him off and sat down out in that flat area out there. He ran him back and boom.
Almost a little zone out there, able to throw over the top of it for the first down. So
they might have found something there. So
first and 10 for the Monarchs at the 39-yard line. Schwartz in motion. option the opposite way. Going to pitch to Hagens and no one out. There's no room out there. He's going to lose 5 yards.
Wow, 61 came in and just cleaned that up. Chance Korinik. Good job on that.
Well, second down at 15 now. That was
a nice takedown by him.
That's one of those decisions. The freshmen just got to eat that, you know.
Sure. Well, there's a lot of trouble involved in all of that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we all love watching Oklahoma when they used to do that back in the Barry Switzer days and stuff, but, boy, there's a lot of trouble with that.
So second down at 15 now for TMP. They're behind the sticks now. Three receivers for Wentling now in motion is Hickman.
He's going to hand
off.
off.
Give to Hickman across the middle. He's got
Made the
corner, and there's a flag down. He gets to 40. There's two flags.
White hat. That's always a hold. Yep.
Probably out there on the corner, going to be holding. Yep. And so now TMP moving the wrong direction.
You know, the white hat usually holding.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it looks like out there on that corner, Colby Dreiling get caught with the holding. So this will move the Monarchs back to their side of the field. Are they going to decline it? No. Looks like they are going to decline it. Going to be third down and 15.
We're seeing some unusual stuff here. They could come out here and do this little short sit out in the flat here again, run off the defender.
They got two receivers out here. Just now
there
it comes pressure, but
wow,
just throwing it up the middle, running a streak up the middle. No time to throw.
That
we fourth down and 15 now.
That was a good right to the receiver or back judge there.
Yeah.
So
looks like maybe the punt team coming on for the Monarchs.
Try to pin them deep here.
They got good field position, got a first down, but nothing after that. Drive stalls for TMP to start this second half.
We'll see here. This is going to be interesting, I believe.
Score still 7-0. I don't think looks like they're coming after this punt. And
almost
gets it off. And nice angle on the punt. Drops at 20 and going to roll out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So not a bad job of angling that punt out of bounds.
Position football here again.
Yep.
Really. That drive, how much of a drive was that? 20 yards? 30 yards?
It was
started on about the 45.
20 yards. About 20 yards. So, but then you pin them deep. And that little short kickoff, for the Lions gave TMP good field position. But
you got
now
twins
pins them
outside.
back.
You got twins over there.
Twins to the left for the Lions. Friel out of the shotgun. Villapando in. He's got a lot of room
he's
on
got
the left-hand
corner.
side.
Oh, there's a block in the back.
Block in the back. Boy, and that was a 10-yard gain by Villapando on first down. Going to come back, though.
Good gravy.
Blocking the back off the left-hand side.
That was right in front of the side judge over here. Look at 81. Just right there.
Yeah, held on way too long. I don't know. Villapando out there with a full head of steam. I think I just let the defender try his luck.
Well, I'm sure that discussion's going on right now. So, but because they're going to be pinned back here.
So bring up first down again, but it'll be first down and about 15. Minneapolis, their first offensive possession in the second half. Now Watson in motion, going to give quarterback keeper Friel to the 12-yard line.
Back to the original line of scrimmage about.
At 4 yards, so second down and 11. A lot of the same we've seen the first half from Minneapolis.
No change. No change. No change.
Second and 11, a little behind the change though. Back out of their base formation out of this flex bone. For Friel in the shotgun now. Watson in motion. As they give a little trap play. Villapando's got some room. And good tackle. No, he's still on his feet. Spins down across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Got a first down. Nice run.
That's a good call there.
You can see
on
there.
the trap.
There's a gap right there. Nice
That's
blocking.
the right tackle, Korenik out there leading the way. He just had nobody to block.
Yeah.
So Villapando with the first down run, a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. TMP had him pinned deep, but unable to hold. So first down for the Lions. Now Twins receivers to the right for Friel. Watson motion that way. And here comes the blitz and option play, and Watson gets the corner, lowers his head across the 30 down to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, Hickman comes up and makes the tackle.
Give him the 32-yard line.
Nice first down play there. Tried to string it out.
Yeah.
He made the corner, but that is such a big play on that toss, on that pitch.
Yep. 2nd down and 5-yard gain on 1st down for Watson. Daniel Watson, the sophomore, 5'11", 150 pounds. Now everybody bunched in, it looks like.
Everybody's in the box except for one safety, basically.
Now Villapando in motion, and this is give to Hawk, the fullback, and maybe a yard or two, that's it.
Maybe.
Again, Ethan Atherton on the bottom of that pile for the Monarchs with the tackle.
They got a nice spot out of that.
Yeah, so it gets to the 35. That's 3rd down and 1 now.
From what I saw, that's a nice spot.
Big play for TMP if they want to get this ball back. 3rd down. Big down, 3rd down and 1. You bringing the blitz in, do you think?
Here's the thing. I just look for a power here.
Yeah.
Power. A power set. Maybe that diamond set. Maybe.
They look like they're going to go that single wing.
Single wing.
Watson and Villapando in the backfield. And it's Villapando up the middle. He's got the 1st down. Still on his feet across the 40.
Second effort. Got
to the
that.
42-yard line.
Second effort. It was stacked up there.
Yep.
He spun off to the right.
Yeah, he kept his feet going. Gets the 1st down, and it looks like...
it's just not pretty stuff, is it?
No.
It's just, hey, we're going to run at you, and you got to tackle us. So,
like Connor Jacobs are out warming up on the sidelines for TMP. Maybe they're looking to make a change back to him on...
Carson?
Carson, sorry.
Yeah, Carson. He's warming up. Maybe they figured they got to throw here.
Yep. So back to this single wing. Everybody's bunched in there. And a give to Villapando again up the middle. Just moving that pile down to the 45-yard line.
That's a mass of humanity there.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That's about
20
guys.
How do you spot that ball?
Yeah. They're going to spot it right at the 45-yard line. So 5-yard gain on 1st down for Villapando.
They might just do this and just eat it up. We got 5:30 left here in the third quarter.
Well, you get 5 yards a gain. I don't know why you would line up till you stop me. Looks like that's what they're going to do.
But if you could pass it all,
everybody's
in the box.
Again, this is what they've done the last couple games without Friel in at quarterback.
Everybody.
Back to this single wing.
Look at that set.
And Villapando now with the carry, and he gets maybe a yard on the play. Good job by TMP, yeah. A couple guys finishing the blocks out there.
They were diving at some feet there. Got a replay here. A couple of shots right here at the end. Some TMP players get it right in the lower half, right there.
So 3rd down and 5 for Minneapolis. Now back to their normal offensive set. Friel back in. But they're all tight, all bunched in the line of scrimmage now.
This is amazing.
Now Villapando in. And give the Hawk off the left-hand side. He's got the 1st down. He's got one man to beat, and he's down to the 36-yard line. Big run there by the fullback, Tristan Hawk, excuse me.
Well, Curtis, you'll see it on this replay. Once you get past that first layer, that second layer, they're coming towards you. So,
only man left was Jace Wentling. He's in at free safety. Make the tackle at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Lions. Villapando in motion.
Now they're going to pass. Got a guy.
And Wentling able to bow, but they're going to call pass interference. Jace Whitling jumped in front of that, made the tip. But it looks like maybe they're going to get.
I want to see the replay on that if we got one.
It was tipped, though.
That's what I'm thinking.
It must have happened before the tip. It'd be pass interference on TMP.
I think they're asking. He's trying to find out what's going on.
I can read body language. It looks like he's saying that the receiver ran into the defender. But
well, he's not asking him what he had for dinner. I can tell you that. So.
No, that's not. That wasn't the question. So, 1st and 10 now for Minneapolis at the 22-yard line. Again, with all this bunch set. And give the Hawk up the middle, and he's got a good chunk of yards.
Man, he just runs hard.
Yeah, to about 8 yards, almost 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's what you can't do here is TMP. You had a big penalty on this thing. Now you just can't. You've got to stay on it.
Yep.
You've got to stay up. Somebody needs to make a big play here.
Yeah, you can't let that impact plays down the road. So
because they're not going to do anything fancy here now down this end.
2nd and 1 for the Lions at the 14-yard line. Now Watson in motion, going to give to Villapando. Good job of filling that. Came up.
Met in the hole.
That's Caleb Hagan's coming up from his middle linebacker position. Came up and met Villapando.
Well, 56 was there too. Garrett Pfeiffer, man, he met him right there. You can see it. Watch 56 come running in here. Right there.
I look like Hagan's there.
Hagan's and then 56.
Yep.
Yeah, Hagan's is 3.
Good job, though, by the Monarch defense reading that counter play. So 3rd and 1.
Oop, right back to it again. Single wing. Power football
Here comes all the Monarchs, and Villapando's not going to get there. TMP able to make the stop, and he's going to lose a yard. Bring up 4th and 2 now for Minneapolis, and
yowza.
And TMP saw that single wing. They brought pressure.
Not digging deep in the playbook there.
No. So now 4th and 2. And see what Minneapolis comes out in. They're going to come out in their flex bone set. Now they spread the receivers out a little bit.
We're trying to get some bodies out of the box. That's all they're asking.
Now they jumped off
a hard count.
Oh, but they came back though.
Now timeout.
Timeout. So 4th and 2. I don't know.
I think the coach was looking for.
Yep. I don't think they've got a kicker though. I mean, if you had a kicker, you could. If you make this a 2-score game, it may be out of reach. There's 2:07 left in this third quarter.
As we have seen on their kickoffs, something's funky. But right now, honestly, even going a spread.
Yeah.
And if you're going to make a dive play, get in the spread, put 2 guys out on each side, get everybody out of the box.
2:07 left in this third quarter. 7-0 still our score. Minneapolis on top of TMP. Minneapolis with the ball, driving down at the 14-yard line. They got a 4th and 2.
Yeah, just think of that wrinkle.
Yep.
They'd almost have to call a timeout.
Yep. Coach Bowen still on that referee about that pass interference call.
All in the box. Look at that power football again.
Back to this single wing formation. What if they had a throw out of this too?
It's tough to throw.
Everybody in the box. 4th and 2 is man on man, and Villapando dives. It's going to be close.
It's going to be on the guy running in here. How the spot's going to be.
Looks like the way he spots it, looks like they've got a 1st down.
I would measure.
They had to get to.
I don't think it is there. I don't think they got it.
Yeah, they're going to measure here.
I think he's short.
Looks like they had to get to the 12-yard line, and that ball you may be right here, maybe short of the 12-yard line.
Remember, I'm bald eagle eye.
Bald eagle eye, yes. Yeah, I think you're right. They're going to be short. And TMP holds just by an inch.
Did I tell you?
You did.
They didn't get new glasses for a reason,
Those glasses are binoculars.
Well, I like to watch people, but other than that, it's what a
good stop by TMP.
I mean, really, honestly, he dove over the top.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at some of the calls here. I'm just amazed at it.
So 1st and 10 for TMP. They take over, and
I'd look for a slant right here.
There's a little.
Carson's a quarterback.
Yep, 3 receivers for the Monarchs looking to throw. Got some time now. Carson steps up and just can't make just a tad bit off there on the timing.
Well, thing for Carson, I'd recommend here right now too. If he's going to take off and run, that's not a loaf of bread. So tuck that ball, get your hand on the end of it. So
gain of yard will bring up 2nd down and 9. He had some time to throw. Minneapolis was dropping back.
Well, they got that 3-4. Remember we talked about that in pregame. So those linebackers are maybe getting a free shot to come in. So,
yeah, those outside linebackers were playing towards the line of scrimmage when they thought it was going to be a run.
One of them the outside backer has to pick up that inside receiver. So, and he's really just playing the zone.
Yeah, they're playing zone on the back end. 3 receivers for Jacobs. Has some time, going to take off and run. Now he's going to throw it across the middle. Has his man, got the catch off the left-hand side to the 35, to the 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds just short of the 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. Jack Johnson on the reception.
That just goes back to Minneapolis' call on that 4th down.
Yeah.
But this is a great play by TMP, but
Carson Jacobs stepped up, looked like he was going to run, and then he seen he had a receiver open across the middle. Makes a good decision to dump that pass off, and 1st down for the Monarchs there.
Well, TMP has blinked first there.
Yep.
To try and score. So
2 receivers to the right of Jacobs. Now in motion comes Hickman, and a give to Hickman up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. Maybe the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a yard.
But yeah, every time he's went in motion, they've given him the ball. Down to 50 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
So TMP has blinked first here. So made the change.
Yep.
To try and open it. 35 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's gone fast. So now 2 receivers to the right for Jacobs.
I'd still look for a slant here.
And give to Higgins up the middle. He's met right there.
He got bent over backwards.
Yeah, that's big number 70, Gaten Haled with the tackle. Going to lose a yard, lose 2 yards on the play.
Look at this replay. I mean, he is met right at the line.
Yeah.
Wow.
One went high, one went low.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 10 now for TMP after the big gain. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're flying through this ball game here, Ivan, but into the 3rd quarter, 7-0 still our score. Minneapolis with the lead over TMP. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
There's a new menu at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill in Hayes with a combination of new classics and old favorites. Each entree has been upgraded with top quality and locally sourced ingredients. Pair the charred grilled wings or the gourmet mac and cheese bacon burger with your choice of 20 tap handles, or sip on a refreshing cucumber cooler and munch on some of their famous pigtails or fried pickles. For game time, family fun, or date night, stop and check out what's new at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill today.
No, they really don't.
Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where we're just started the 4th quarter here. 7-0, still our score. Minneapolis scored on their first offensive drive, and after that, it's been nothing but a big 3rd down here for TMP, 3rd and 10.
Well, TMP's on the move here. They had a great pass play to get them in this position.
And 2 straight runs for no gain.
Yeah, I still look for that slant run or
something coming across the middle.
Yeah, something across the middle, or
here
Johnson coming across the middle there, and there he is.
Jacobs able to avoid the rush and gets to the 50-yard line, but he's going to be 7 yards short.
He tried to finish it hard
down.
there.
Yep.
He put his head down, but all right, here's a big call. They're going to punt.
Yep. So Whitling comes back out to punt this away, but they got it from. At least got the field position flipped back to the.
I would give my guy a little deeper and try to catch this ball. Come running up on it.
Yeah, He's standing at the 25-yard line.
I mean, we're playing on turf, and it's going to go over.
The high punt angled out of bounds and
about the 22, something like that.
See where the side judge stops. 25, 26-yard line.
Eagle eye, bald eagle eye. Couldn't get that one.
You can't get them all on.
Oh, man, I tell you what. Well, the glare off the glass with you standing there, I couldn't see it very well.
That's just the natural.
Well,
glow,
I still have that vision of you eating that beef stick earlier. So, it's kind of tainted my eyes a little bit.
So 1st and 10 for Minneapolis.
Just more
There's
power.
Villapando in motion, but they give the Hawk, and he's got a couple yards.
Just more power. Just power.
And that was the odd thing is why didn't you get back in that formation at least to have a couple of options like that?
Correct. On that 4th down play?
Right, on that 4th down play.
That single wing, everybody's clustered, and TMP had everybody in the box. I didn't see Bo Jackson jumping over the top of that pile. So
2nd down and 7 for the Lions. Now Twins receivers to the right of Friel. Hawk the lone setback.
I'd say going right here.
Now Watson in motion. And a low snap. And Friel's just going to late pitch, pitches it behind the running back, and he does it. Watson does everything he can just to get on the ball, and they're going to lose back to the 20-yard line.
We talked about it.
That snap was low and just messed up the timing of the whole play.
He should have kept it right there. I think his arm actually got hit a little bit there.
Good job out there by Watson just to cover that ball up.
And here's the thing, when you don't throw well, disaster happens.
3rd down and 16, yeah. You got to be careful not to throw a pick six if you're Minneapolis. You're up by 7.
If you don't,
10 minutes left in this ball game.
It looks like they've got a pretty good punter.
Watson in motion and give to Villapando on the counter, and he gets nowhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe that's it. So it'll be 4th down, and TMP's gonna get another crack at this.
I'm a little bit lost here, but I know it's a safe play. But holy moly!
And now
TMP should get the ball somewhere around the 40 or 50-yard line.
Yeah, I would think so. Now Griffin's done a good job putting, though.
Yeah, they're 40.
Back deep is Hickman, I believe.
Well, what you'd like to see is your return guy catch the ball here.
He gets some return. He takes a couple steps. Angles this out. Is going to take a nice bounce, but 43-yard line. So good field position for TMP.
Now, TMP going to come back in and start chucking it again or go back to their other quarterback?
We'll see what happens here. And Whitling stays out, it looks like. So they go back to the freshman.
Yep.
Jacobs staying on the sideline.
Looking for some power football here.
Just nothing really working for the Monarchs. So
here we go.
9:08 left in the ball game. 7-0 still our score. Minneapolis with the lead. Now 2 receivers to the right.
Slant maybe.
Whitling out of the shotgun. Here comes pressure, and there's motion. Yep.
Wait, did he cross? Oh,
nope.
Procedure.
Yep. Yeah, the right
now
guard.
Here comes Carson Jacobs. There goes the quarterback.
Yep. Well, now it's 1st and 15.
Yep.
You're kind of behind the sticks.
Looks like K-State. Thompson and Delton here a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 now back at the 38-yard line.
I think you get a pretty good idea they're passing.
Yep.
So
Jacobs in at quarterback. 2 receivers to his right. 1 to his left now in motion. Comes Dreiling. Some pressure coming behind. Going to throw it up.
He threw it up.
And Hickman was almost picked off there by Griffin.
Yeah.
Hickman was behind the defender.
That was almost a Hail Mary.
So incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down at 15.
Just a little bit of a roll and just throw it up for grabs.
Villapando was bearing down on Jacobs. He able to get that ball away, though. So 2nd and 15 back to this twin receivers to the right.
I still like that slant that they've done, had some success on it.
Now Jacobs looking to throw and has a receiver, and they're going to say no.
They're going to say it hit the ground.
A little Johnson couldn't haul that in. Ball a little low. Here's on the replay. He had him there. Just didn't step into that throw.
No, he didn't have his feet set, and you could see that on that kind of threw from the heels.
So 3rd and 15, 8:56 left in this game. 7-0 still our score.
Might be one of those anxious things. Saw he was open and cut it loose.
And back to the Twins receivers to the right for the Monarchs. Johnson to the left. Now in motion is Dreiling.
Trying to look for that right there.
And nice play there by that's Villapando.
Schwartz was open, cutting across that.
The middle linebacker there, Villapando, dives and touches that ball. But
he's basically center fielder, playing center field there, looking at the quarterback.
So they're going to punt it again. 8:51 left in the ball game.
What a game.
Sure. Yeah, not for sure how many more opportunities TMP is going to get, but good punt down. Going to take a bounce at the 30, now roll down to the 20, 18.
Great roll.
And it's going to go down the 17-yard line, so good punt there. They're not even trying to catch it.
8:39, no one is. And that's the thing that catches me the most is, they're running away from it. So,
so 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I don't look for anything to change him.
Yeah. Well, if you're Minneapolis, your defense is holding them.
That counter play, have they completed a pass yet, Minneapolis? I don't think so. I can remember.
I don't even know if they threw one.
Well, they've tried.
First down, they've tried, but they didn't get it off. So
that's true.
This will give the Hawk off the right-hand side, still on his feet, to the 20-yard line. He gets to the 21-yard line, so
that's just hard running.
4-yard gain for Hawk, Tristan Hawk.
All that does, also to the big helper, just eats the clock.
Yep, so 4 yards, 3 yards on first down, 2nd and 7 for the Lions. That same stuff. It's been all night for Minneapolis. Now the receiver's in tight. Everybody bunched in at the line of scrimmage. And there's a nice, it blows that play up. And Friel is tackled back down at the original line of scrimmage. Nice job of coming in there and making that hit. I didn't see who that was.
I didn't either. Well, here's the thing.
Blitz. It might have been Higgins on the middle linebacker.
It's not real hard to call your defense. Yeah. It's just really not. They're not.
Pin your ears back and go tackle. Exactly. That is Higgins. They're coming up. Blows the fullback up before he even gets the ball.
You can't even use the term pitching your, tipping your pitches here because really, honestly, they haven't shown they can do anything else.
So 3rd and 10 now for Minneapolis. 7:25 left in the ball game. They're hanging on to the 7-0 lead. Backed up at the 17-yard line.
Look at that gap in there, right between the center and the guard.
A pitch to Watson, and he's brought down. Wow. Nice tackle. That's behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of yard. Is that Jack Johnson out there?
Yep. That's wow. What a series.
Yeah, they're gonna give him back to line of scrimmage, but that's 4th down, and
they could give the ball here around the 50 again.
Yeah. Well,
and that's on a good punt.
And they've been good punts. I think they need to come up and catch
one here before. Remember, they had all that penetration in the center, and
let's see if he comes up and catches this. If they get a couple yards.
Look at the gap still. Look at the gap.
Well, that
throws
the ball. And they're going to complete on 4th down. And it's Villapando to the 40-yard line, down to the 50, and down to the 45-yard line. The first pass thrown is from the punter.
Well, who dealt
there is
the first
a flag
card?
Down, though. Hold on. There's a flag down.
Illegal man downfield.
Yep. Oh, that was a break for TMP there.
Wow.
Oh.
Did you dodge a bullet?
That's a gutsy call.
That is.
At the 12, at your own 17-yard line, going for a fake punt on 4th down.
In the pass, he was threading the needle there, by the way his motion was. It was almost like.
And they had just a man downfield. And this is going to be.
Wow.
TMP catches a break there. They're going to get the ball back, and
That is a humongous break because really they're going to get the ball around the 40 here.
Yeah, that would have been Minneapolis would have been set up at the 45.
But TMP doesn't even have a guy back.
Nope. And
they're either going for a block or
they're going to kick it now. Looks like a better snap. A high kick is going to shank out of bounds though. No,
they got the roll.
It gets the roll. Going to roll down to the 50-yard line.
What a break!
That was a little weird. They just had two guys spying, I guess.
Well, yeah, but then they saw what happened to him before, and then.
But still, good field position for TMP at the 48-yard line. 6:16 left in the ball game. If you're TMP, you can't waste these. I don't know how many more times you're going to get that ball.
Well, they're back with Carson Jacobs here, so
3 timeouts for TMP.
I still think it's their best chance on any kind of a pass is a slant.
Yeah, none of the pass plays have been for.
Here he goes in motion again.
Yep, and they fake it now. Jacobs with the carry, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage, and nothing going. Maybe loss of yard on the play.
Yeah.
When they bring that wide receiver in motion,
he's handed it off 90% of the time tonight.
Yeah.
So.
But they know it's a run either way. So
clock keeps ticking.
2nd and 11 now for the Monarchs. Jacobs looks like he may have got banged up a bit.
I think they were trying to jerk that ball out of that right arm.
Staying out there, though. 3 receivers for Jacobs. Has some time. Looking to run. He's got a lot of room off the left-hand side. Jacobs to the 40. He's got a first down to the 36-yard line. Jacobs on the run. Carson Jacobs, good decision.
Well, I tell you what, that might be their best bet. Spread him out and him take off.
So, yeah, he's holding his ribs or something, or maybe his hand.
It's a big series.
First down and 10, though, for the Monarchs at the 36-yard line. 5:18 left in the ball game. 7-0 the score. Minneapolis with the lead. Now one back is Hagens behind Carson. Jacobs looking at a shotgun, looking to throw. Has some time. Going to throw deep. He's got Hickman open, and Hickman's behind the line of scrimmage. He's behind the defender down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, my.
And Hickman, that's the second time he's got back behind the defender.
My.
Good throw there by
Let's
Jacobs. Throws that right over the top of the cornerback.
Let's see if his feet are in.
Hickman with the catch. Yep, there, foot in. So they're down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is Mr. Hagen's territory right here.
Yeah, Hagen's the 6 foot, 230-pound senior.
That diamond here in the shotgun.
Yeah, they're 2 tailbacks. In at fullback gives to Hagens off the left-hand side, lowers his head, and he's in for the score. TMP able to punch it in their first time in 3 ball games now.
Going for 2.
Yep, they're going to go for 2 here.
Going for the win here.
You got the momentum. You're at home.
Going for the win.
Looking for this 2-point conversion. Let's see what they come out in. They'll probably come out in that diamond set.
I would go right back to it.
Yep, both 2 receivers, 1 each way. Out of this diamond set. Here's TMP for the 2-point conversion. Give to Hagens off the left-hand side. He's got some room. Lowers his head. He's in for the 2-point conversion. And TMP takes the lead. 8-7 now. The Monarchs are up. 4:50 left in this ball game.
They put everybody in the box, and he cut outside.
Yeah, good decision there by Hagens, taking it outside. And we're going to go up. TMP is going to go up 8-7 with 4:50 left in the ball game. So this could be a big win for TMP. Now they got to hold. And we kind of went blank here. We got nothing up top here. Nothing's working. So 4:50 left in the ball game. TMP now has to settle down. I'm going to kick this ball off. So 4:50 left in the fourth quarter.
Hopefully we're still live. Holy moly. What a turn of events. All goes back to an ineligible guy down the field.
Right. Yeah, Minneapolis was able to complete a fourth down, a fake punt throw across the middle. That went for 40 yards, but it comes back on the penalty.
Here's the thing. Now it puts
Wentling with the kickoff, and this is going to be a deep kick.
Very nice.
Taken at the 12-yard, the 8-yard line. And this is Watson. It gets upended at the 22-yard line. So now let's see what Minneapolis can do to respond.
And they don't pass, as we have seen. Not yet.
4:44 left. The only pass attempt that we've seen is from the punter.
Yes. And that was kind of like throwing a dart from 30 feet. So,
and there's first and 10 now for Minneapolis at the 22-yard line. They're in tight. One receiver in tight. The receiver to the left. Split out wide in this flex bone set for Friel. Now in motion is Villapando. Give to Hawk, and Hawk is spun down to the 25-yard line. Going to give him 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen that way right now unless you just break one, and they haven't been able to do that since the first drive.
Yep.
And walking over to the coach all the way with 4:25 left.
Yep.
They're not in no hurry either, which really surprises me.
Yeah, I don't know how many more possessions you're going to get in this ball game with 4:15 left. 8-7 our score. TMP has taken the lead.
I mean, they're just chewing it up here right now.
Now receivers both split out wide. For Friel out of the shotgun. Villapando in motion. Looking to throw. Friel's going to throw it out there. Good coverage by Hickman, and nice job by Bryce Hickman. The senior cornerback played that all the way.
And he's out there all by himself.
Yeah, he was on an island. And there looks like there's a little talk going back and forth between Hickman and Griffin. But good coverage out there.
Yeah, I mean,
they're leaving them on an island.
Right now, I'll be honest with you, they just haven't done it all night, and now you got to do it.
There wasn't much you could do off that. Hickman had great coverage.
He had great position, but I mean, for Minneapolis, I mean, right now they're just.
And now it looks like it was just a one-man route, too. There wasn't any other read. Now Watson in motion. Going to give the Hawk off the left-hand side. He stopped him. Going to stop him for about a 1-yard gain.
Just nothing there.
Good play up front.
They're going to punt.
Was Ryan Richmeyer with the tackle. So fourth down and 6.
They're punting.
At the 26-yard line. So 3:30 left in this ball game. Minneapolis is looking. They're going to bank on getting this ball back one more time. Griffin with the punt. We're going to let it roll down it at the 41-yard line. So
holy
TMP
moly.
takes over. 3:20 left in this ball game. 8-7 our score. TMP with the 1-point lead over Minneapolis. And we talked about this at pregame. If they could come out with a win here, they beat Ellsworth, then they're in the playoffs.
Yep.
So first and 10 now for the Monarchs. We apologize. We may be having some technical difficulty here with the screen, but first and 10 for TMP. We'll call a timeout. 2:37 left in this ball game. TMP with the slight lead, 8-7. So Minneapolis takes a timeout. If you're Minneapolis, you're coming in. Does TMP dare do anything different?
Well, right now they're the ball's in their hands. But here's the thing. They're on the 45. They've got a pretty good punter, and if they don't get this, you're going to pin these guys back around the 10-yard line.
What about a naked boot by the quarterback?
It's going to depend on Coach Bowen. Yeah. It's going to depend on him if he's worked on that kind of play, that kind of thing. If you haven't done a whole lot of that in practice, you sure don't want to try it out here tonight, leading by just 2 points, or a point, I should say.
8-7. TMP with the score here in the fourth quarter, elected to go for 2. Able to punch it in and take this lead.
I'd still go with Mr. Hagens here. I really would. And then you can eat some more clock up. if he doesn't get it.
One timeout left for Minneapolis. This is 3rd down and 6. Higgins cuts left, cuts right back to Mills. Got some room. He's got room off the left-hand side. Higgins in the open to the 30. He's got one man to beat. Sheds the tackle.
Touchdown.
And touchdown the Monarchs. This is Caleb Higgins with the big run on 3rd down. 44 yards for the score, and TMP punches another one in.
Yeah, I tell you what, they had everybody in the box, and he cut outside and
cut back in. Now if he gets the 2-point conversion, this game may be over.
You know, it's going to be an interesting call again here.
So 2-point try for the Monarchs.
You're going to go right back to him. You really are. And give him the option to go in or go out.
Everybody at the line of scrimmage, get to Higgins. He cuts back the middle, but nowhere to go, and Minneapolis able to stop him on the 2-point try. So
14-7.
14-7 our score.
2:25 left.
So TMP scores. Did they score too early?
There's an old saying. I can't say it the real way, but
right.
she's not singing yet.
No.
She's not at the microphone. So there's 2:25 left here. And the thing about it is, on a kickoff, you worry about a big return.
Right.
You know, those kinds of things. She's getting to the microphone, but she's not singing yet. So.
Plenty of time left. 2:25 left in the ball game. 14-7 now our score, TMP. 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. 2 touchdown runs by Caleb Higgins.
Well, everybody's jacked up. You can see it.
Yep.
Press box got all jacked up here. Jeremy McGuire jumped out of his shoes up here. I thought you were going to jump up too.
The back deep for Minneapolis will be Kenny Kirk. Teeing this off is Jace Wendling for the Monarchs. So
I'd squib it.
Yep.
It's hard squib. I mean, just a full-out hard squib. Make him feel it.
Squib it.
He's going to kick her deep.
And it kicks deep. It looks like it's going to be Watson with the carry across the 25 to the 27-yard line. So now they were down by 1. Now they're down by 7. Minneapolis with the ball.
Some offense has to change here. Something's going to have to crack. And really, honestly, there's passes they've attempted have been on the right side, down the sideline, basically. Nothing inside the seam in the middle of the field.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Back to their flexbone set. Watson now in motion. And a give to Villapando on the counter and
face mask
brought down.
I can't believe nothing was called on that.
So brought down at the about a 1-yard gain on that.
Must have been wrapped around the shirt or something. But
so back at the line of scrimmage, real quick for the Lions. 2nd and 9. Frio looking to throw, has a man up the middle. That's Griffin with the catch. A nice open field tackle by Wentling, and it's going to be about a yard short. Going to be 3rd down and 1. 1:45 left in the ball game. 14-7 our score. TMP with the lead.
For these guys, get your first down and get the ball set.
Watson in motion. Give the hawk off the right-hand side. He's got some room. Makes the man miss. Spins to the 50-yard line. And finally brought down. Going to give to the 49.
You'd almost ask him to almost lay down at that point. It was just eating all the clock up, going sideways.
1:24 left. 1st and 10 now for Minneapolis.
Honestly, like I was talking for TMP now, for these guys, that slant across the middle. Look at the safety. Linebackers are all coming up.
And TMP's going to take a timeout. Yeah, they got
too much of the field open in the middle there.
Yep.
So
1:20 left now in this ball game. TMP with 2 fourth-quarter touchdown runs by Caleb Higgins. Have
just an unbelievable turn of events on that 4th down play where Minneapolis completed the pass, but had an ineligible guy down the field. And what happened after that point is amazing.
Right. That was the that gained the momentum for TMP. Then they hit the big pass down the sideline.
And for him to stay in bounds,
right?
Because really it was a Hail Mary.
Yep, it was right over the top of the cornerback. Hickman able to keep a foot in bounds, down to the 2. Hagens runs it in from there. Then on a third down, a 45-yard touchdown run by Hagens.
Well, if I'm these guys, I would come out here and just take a big shot down the center.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it'll stop the clock on an incompletion.
Yep. First and 10, and TMP playing with one safety over the top.
I still haven't seen twins on either side for this team at all.
So now Villapando in motion, going to give to Hawk off their left-hand side, and he's brought down at the 45-yard line. Time continues to run now. 1:10 left in this ball game. Minneapolis does have one timeout left.
I'm just surprised at the play calling.
So second down and 6 for Minneapolis.
Oh, the flags.
Yep. Trying to go too fast. They're trying to go too fast here.
And they're just not equipped for it.
No.
They're
slow, methodical offense, and now you can't just flip the switch.
It's going to go back to the 50.
So second down and 10. Second down and 11 for the Lions.
I'd do that slant, fake going out, cut back across the middle. Look at that middle. Look at all the linebackers are coming in. Look at that middle.
Now Villapando in motion. Friel steps up. He's under pressure. He's going to be brought down for the sack. That's a good
Great job on TMP.
Great
job.
Ryan Richmeyer with the sack and brings his ball down to the 45-yard line. Now 53 seconds left in this ball game.
Timeout.
Minneapolis is going to call their last timeout. So 3rd and 15 for the Lions.
Yeah, I just, you don't
that
like
was
to
a
talk
coverage
this way,
sack.
but,
I mean, that was
the playbook isn't very deep here. So this play has to be, you got to get half your yardage back here.
Well, the only two formation sets we've seen is either this flexbone set or the single wing.
Yeah, we have not seen twins or even trips.
Right.
So, to come out in that would be, guys aren't getting set and not knowing what to do. And
so 14-7 our score. TMP hadn't scored in over 3.5 games.
Yeah.
Comes up with 2 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
Well, the big pass play and then the big run by Hagens. So
3rd down and 15.
That middle is just so soft. All those linebackers, they're coming hard.
53 seconds left in this ball game. Watson with motion. Going to pitch it to him.
Double pass.
Throw back to a lineman. And TMP's out there. Going to bring him down at the 49-yard line. That was Gayton Haled, the lineman.
4th down.
4th and 10. I don't understand that. I don't know why you're throwing back to a lineman.
That's the old water boy, but at least you want the quarterback out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
TMP now is going to take a timeout. They're going to have one left.
Well, honestly, I would tell my guys to stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home and use your eyes.
Well, they did a good job of staying home on that. They had a couple guys out here.
Right.
It was a 5-yard pickup, but nothing more than that. 46 seconds left, so.
Well, it's slow developed. I mean, it was the pitch, but the lineman had to come out here to take the pass. So unorthodox at the most. You'd want your quarterback to make the pitch and roll.
Right. Yeah, roll back and make that catch and have a lineman in front of him.
Actually roll and coming out, and he can,
Yeah.
So
4th down and 10.
This is the game right here. This play right here.
I don't know. Minneapolis hasn't shown much to throw the ball.
This is for them. This is their one play in the playbook that
their big pass play. The pass play that they gave most yards was just a cross coming across the middle.
Yeah. But no different sets.
Right.
And really, they're still in the same set of what they've had all night.
So 4th and 10 for the Lions. This could be the ball game. Crowd going crazy downstairs. Now blitz coming. Friel steps up, and they're going to get him. TMP's going to get him, brings the quarterback down.
Ball game.
At the 46-yard line, and that's going to do it for TMP. They're going to come away with a win here in district play.
There's no timeouts left.
41 seconds left. 14-7 our score. TMP, all they have to do now is take a knee, and this game is over with.
I hate to say it, but if you don't do it at least sometime in the game, if you're just power running all the time, when you need it, it ain't there to pass.
So now 1st and 10 for the Monarchs out of the diamond set.
just take a knee.
See what they do here. And they're just going to take a knee and milk this clock off. And
big win for TMP.
Yeah, they're going to set themselves up with a win against Ellsworth. They're going to get into the playoffs. So
here's the thing about it is, that first drive down, we were looking at each other going, oh, man, here we go.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a quick game, and look at how things have turned around.
A couple big plays, able to swing that momentum back in TMP's favor, and they took advantage of it and are going to come away with a win. What a great gutsy performance by TMP.
I just can't say it enough. I don't understand the play calling for Minneapolis at times. I just don't get it. But I guess it's not for me to get. So great job on TMP tonight. Had some big plays when they needed it.
Yeah.
And their defense got it when they had to have it. So
we're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back, wrap this game up, bring you some scores from the area games, and get you set up for next week's contest. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech, Local 1.
Seems like the world is always changing. And like the weather in Kansas, change is inevitable. Mobile technology improves the lives of everyone, not just those living in a city. Nex-Tech Wireless is right there with you, providing expanded LTE coverage for everything from phones to farm equipment. We are devoted to help Kansas work smarter and live better. Nex-Tech Wireless. Time for something different. Today, get 4 iPhones and unlimited data for less than $40 a line.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Designs, Solutions North Bank, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, The Venue, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the Game Time action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and nextech.com. You may have already heard about the Venue in Hayes. This impressively designed space can hold up to 100 people and is outfitted with a projector, sound system, and full bar. But have you heard about the second space available at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill? This room has been freshly updated and seats up to 40 people, making it perfect for smaller functions. No matter the size of your next family gathering or holiday party, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill and the Venue have the right fit for you. Call to book your space today.
Thank you, Troy.
You betcha.
Goodbye, Mariah.
Bye.
I have another new patient on the phone, but the schedule is full.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I heard you guys are looking for a new physical therapist.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Clean Right, Von Lennel Refinishing, and Bank of Hayes are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the TMP Monarchs students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment and Steel Fabrications, backing the TMP Monarchs all season long. When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is a preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter. There's a new menu at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill in Hayes, with a combination of new classics and old favorites. Each entree has been upgraded with top quality and locally sourced ingredients. Pair the charred grilled wings or the gourmet mac and cheese bacon burger with your choice of 20 tap handles, or sip on a refreshing cucumber cooler and munch on some of their famous pigtails or fried pickles. For game time, family fun, or date night, stop and check out what's new at Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill today.
Welcome back to Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1, where Ivan was just seeing one heck of a ball game. TMP comes out on top over Minneapolis, 14-7 in a wild ball game.
You know, I'm not one to usually kind of question things that are going on, especially, but I don't understand the play calling at the end from Minneapolis. TMP did an outstanding job staying in the game, you know, and got lucky on a pass play for a fourth down with an ineligible receiver down for Minneapolis, and things rolled their way from that point forward, and it's a big win for TMP tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of things happened in that fourth quarter. It's kind of slow up until that fourth quarter, but
well, it was ugly football.
Yeah.
You know, there's just no kidding here. I mean, it was just ugly football. So
we do have some scores up on the scoreboard. Looks like Dighton over Quinter 50-0. St. John's with the 60-0 win over Lakeside, Natoma and Cheyenne. Cheyenne with the win 60-14. Wallace County, Greeley County tied at 22 in the fourth quarter. Sylvan Lucas up on Logan Paco 28-0. Norton beating Ellsworth 21-3. And St. Francis beat Waukene 64-14, looks like.
Wow.
Victoria comeback. They're on top of Hill City now.
42-33.
Hoxie with the win over Decatur Community. Central Plains all over Mountain Ridge. Oakley has come back in that game as well, and now has retaken the lead over La Crosse 22-18. Scott City and Colby. Now Victoria and Hill City. Victoria was just a 1-point lead now. Looks like got a little update there. 42-41 in that fourth quarter. Smith Center on top of Republic County 57-8, and then Plainville with a 41-0 lead or 41-0 win over Ellis. Phillipsburg 51-21 over Hoisington. They were up big and early in that ball game. Rock Hills with the lead over Pike Valley. Ness City 48-14 over Kiowa County. The third, Great Bend with a big lead over Little 35-0. Dodge City, Garden City. Dodge City's up 20-7. Hayes with the win last night, 41-21. McPherson comfortably ahead of Rose Hill, 57-7. So the fourth quarter saw TMP stop Minneapolis on fourth down, 4th and 2, stop them. They get the ball.
On that dive play over the top.
Yep.
You know, the old Walter Payton play, you know, and he was short.
And then another fourth down, the fake punt. It gets completed for about 45 yards, but called back on the penalty for Minneapolis. They have to punt it away. The big throw from Jacobs to Hickman down at the 2-yard line.
Right.
Hagens runs it in. They get the 2-point conversion. They're up by 1. They get another score, 45-yard run by Hagens on a third down play. Looks like he was stopped. He comes in, makes a cut to the middle, and he's gone for a 45-yard touchdown run. But TMP dug in. They showed a lot of character and came away with this victory.
And honestly,
tonight.
they didn't change anything. Yeah. You know, they switched their game up. They took the freshman out and went back to Carson, throwing the ball a little bit, and it opened things up for him a little bit, and got the big pass play. And
that's what it came down to. TMP made the adjustments on offense and on defense, Minneapolis wasn't able to make those adjustments.
And we talked about that for halftime, and we always hear the big thing on TV, halftime adjustments. Minneapolis didn't make any. They stayed the game plan, and they lost the ball game because of that. So
TMP now sets up next week if they're able to beat Ellsworth, and Ellsworth is winless in this district. If TMP can beat Ellsworth, they're going to go to playoffs for the first time since 2002.
Yeah, on a 3-win season, and it's just the way the districts and stuff shape up, and but got to play next week. They got something to play for.
They do have something to play for.
And
that'll be a big important game for TMP, and Ellsworth is probably nothing better than they could do than try to ruin TMP's miracle season here at the end of the year.
Is that game at Ellsworth or is it here?
I can't remember
either. So.
Next week, we will see Minneapolis again. We're going to see them up in Phillipsburg, where they'll take on the Phillipsburg Panthers, number 1 ranked team in Class 2A, who has just been rolling this year.
Yeah, and, it's going to be an interesting game for Minneapolis facing Peaburg. And just the quality of players that they have up there and the leadership.
Right.
So
I'm sure there's some scenarios where Minneapolis can still make the playoffs, but they're gonna have their hands full next week with Phillipsburg.
Yeah, it's going to be some scoreboard watching to see how things turn out everywhere. But
they turned out a pretty good ball game tonight here from Lewis Field. 14-7 our score. TMP with the win. 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Now they've got a shot to make the playoffs.
Sure.
You couldn't get anything better than that on Friday night.
And the thing about it is you didn't quit.
Nope, didn't quit. Came through, got the win. So. Everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. Tune in next week. 6:45 we'll be on the air with our Game Time Tonight pregame show, and then we'll be live from Phillipsburg for the game between the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Minneapolis Lions. Thank you. You're watching Game Time on Nex-Tech Local 1.
Nobody covers high school football like Nex-Tech Local 1. Tune in to Nex-Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Redeem Designs, Solutions North Bank, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, The Venue, and Nex-Tech Wireless. Catch all the Game Time action live on Friday nights at 6:45 on Nex-Tech Local 1 and nextech.com.